Hello,
Hello!
and welcome
Hello!
back.
Wow.
Welcome back. 2 weeks in a row. What an anomaly!
Hello, baby!
Absolutely fucking mental.
Fucking crazy.
Absolutely fucking minging.
Welcome back, chat. How you guys doing? First of all, thank you so much for your time and coming to say hi to us at our appointment television event of the week. Shadows over Velde, yet again. I am your host, Alphonse McKenzie, Alpha Aniki, or the best big brother you never had. And with me today are some of the coolest cats and kittens across the internet. Some of my best friends and best VTubers alike. We got Leju, we got Grizz, we got Juzo, we got Ben, and we got Scylla. We're all back. So we are. Shut up, Juzo. Hey, stop reading. We it is indeed our partnerversary, unplanned, uncalculated, completely happenstance.
Dude, this I didn't even know until
I had no idea. I had no idea until Leju's like, "Hey, it's your partnerversary," and I'm like, "What the fuck is that?" But thank you so much for coming to our partnerversary stream. I guess we can call it that. We're playing D&D. And last week, unfortunately, I know, the VOD isn't quite up yet, but we're going to put it up there ASAP because some crazy shit happened. And before we get into that, we're going to ask each of our lovely players something that may give us a little bit of insight into their characters, but not reveal too much. Just a little bit of, fun factoids, you may say. And that's with in the form of a little icebreaker question. And the icebreaker question this week is, it is our first date. How do you woo me?
Wait, what was the question?
It is our first date. How do you woo me?
Well, my character's gonna have Riz. Stop! I can't answer this.
Have you seen the wall?
Have Riz?
But you guys have to, in your own special little
Riz.
guy way. How
I'm
do you
gonna get
woo me?
stumped on this one.
We'll go. You know what? How about this? We'll go in reverse order to give you guys some time to think. Nate is our wonderful producer and dear friend of mine, and we'll give them a bit of an opportunity to talk a little bit about themselves. Nate, it is our first date. How does Nate the Moth woo me?
Oh, definitely go to Shinjuku at night because of all the like rooftops at nighttime in Shinjuku with all the pretty signs and stuff like that. Neon lights, etc. I think that'd be fun to sit over the edge of a building and stare out at all the lights as they come on at sunset into the evening.
Yeah, that's fantastic. What a great first date idea. I have been in Shinjuku at night.
That would be so pretty.
I haven't been on top of a rooftop though. The one thing that did really smack me in the face when I visited Tokyo was how big the city is. The city, it's a megalopolis. It's huge. It is miles and miles and miles, and it just looks like a little microchip from the sky. It's pretty crazy. Fantastic first date idea. So we know a little bit more about Nate the Moth. I do, and Nate the Moth does enjoy lights. So, that's fantastic.
Unironically, that is a real answer that I would do.
Yeah, that is an actual real answer.
Moth aside.
Canonical.
Wow, canon event.
The moth that lives in my wood-paneled basement. Okay, all right, let's go up the chain and Leju, it is our first date. How does Phoenix woo me?
This guy said, "Give us a time to think," and then I went first. That's crazy. Let's see.
Someone's gotta go second.
Yeah, of course. I got it. Don't worry. Let's see. Okay, I think in terms of first dates, it's about kind of trying to feel out, who they are, but also maybe do something together. I think a really good activity that can be done that does both and also has something on the side is like a K barbecue grill. It's you can cook together and also chat together, so it's like a double activity kind of thing.
Yeah, you're not just ordering food and waiting.
Yeah, you order food, you eat food. I'm thinking, wooing wise, picture this in your mind, just pretend there's a corn on the grill, you know what I mean? And you can't. This is for your brain rotters in the chat here. You you can't quite pry it in half and whatever, and then I take it from you, I break that shit in half, I slam the chopstick in it as like the handle, and then I throw it across the table.
Oh,
onto your
yeah.
plate, and then I
Cook my corn,
give
daddy.
you like a wink.
Fantastic. That's hot. I know that gif.
Chat should know that. You know that, of course you do. I said it's for the brain rotters out there.
Yeah. Fantastic. Yeah, I would fall. I would fall for it. That would be as if it is some sort of joke. I would fall for you, not it. I would fall for you.
I wouldn't.
I'd fall for the corn.
I'd fall for the corn. For me? Oh. Fantastic. Yeah, K barbecue is great. And usually when
Yeah.
you go out to K barbecue, there's all sorts of other stuff, kind of just like
Yeah.
in the area, like
Like
karaoke,
boba
and
after, you
movies
know,
and
maybe get a
boba,
yard.
ice cream,
Yeah.
all kinds of fun stuff. Great, great,
Bottle
great
of
first
ice.
date. First date idea. Wood dates. All right, Juzo. Sunder. It's our first date. How would you woo me?
Got it. Easy.
Easy.
Pick you up, take you out,
That's
get,
enough.
get a nice dinner, take you back to my
Uh-huh.
place and talk about
Uh-huh.
the Soulsborne lore for hours.
Oh shit.
Easy shit.
Bro, I need to bring my art book. I need to bring my tabletop game. All sorts of fantastic
Exactly.
things. Yes,
Oh,
all the
gonna
Soulsborne
rhythm
lore.
with the tism. Easy.
Rhythm with the tism.
I
Would you
got
like to hear
tism
about my
riz, brother.
topic?
Same boy.
Fantastic date idea. I'd love to like play games and learn a little bit at the same time. It's great. And jog your creativity.
Easy.
Yeah, there you go. That's the date. That's it. Sometimes, guys, we don't have to be together. It's 2024. You can date online. It's called online dating.
I don't want you to be at my house. It's
Wow,
dirty.
that's crazy.
Stay home. We'll just play Elden Ring.
We can do online in Bronca.
Sorry, babe. Yeah, sorry, babe. I haven't showered. We need to date online.
Call
Fantastic.
once a day on the sending side.
Yeah. 25 words, baby.
Sending stone is vibrating. All right, Hayden, Argentum. How would they woo me? First date.
Ooh. Okay.
We've already seen this in action.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
agree.
I know, right?
I would say, well, Argentum is they're big into listening and learning things about other people. So I think if we had been talking up to the point of like before the first date, they would have paid attention to all the little nuances of things that you mentioned that you might be interested in, and just paid attention to all the details in, the conversation that led up to the first date, and they would probably surprise you with the vast majority of those things, whether it was like, oh, I've been interested in trying this really exotic kind of meal. Okay, I figured out where that was and got that for you. If it was a specific like art piece or anything, they would probably just pay attention to the little things.
What
Just
the heck? They're
to
so
make you
thoughtful.
Yeah,
just
it's a
to make
shortcut
you
to my heart.
feel
A little
Yeah, I
bit.
agree.
comfortable and just probably want to converse with you the whole time and learn as much as they could about you and ask every follow-up question ever and just give you their full undivided attention.
Isn't that something else? When you're having a conversation with somebody and they ask you a question, it always takes me off guard. It always catches me off
Mhm.
guard. They ask
it?
you something personal about you. Yes, it does.
Oh,
For something personal about yourself, and you're just like, oh my gosh, I have to think about
This guy
my
cares.
wants and needs. It's crazy. That's fantastic. Yeah, totally.
It's even crazier when they're like thinking about your wants and needs too.
right? Ugh. Relationships,
chat,
man.
The bar is really low,
That's
chat.
awesome.
The bar is somebody cares about you enough to think
No,
about
really, it is
one part
Right.
of your life.
me. You mean me? Okay, fantastic first date
Damn,
idea.
we've been
That is
through it,
just
huh?
is the repository of information that Argentum would hold on one person. Is expansive and
A little scary.
romantic. Well, okay, a little scary too, but yes, romance can be scary sometimes.
They
man.
would use it for romance, bro.
Of course, yeah, sure.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
Okay, fantastic answer. Who's next? Grizz. All right,
Okay.
it is our first date. How
Yeah,
would
yeah.
Zephrel woo me?
All right, I've got two openers on our first date.
Okay.
If the first
All
one
right.
doesn't work, let me know and I'll go to the second one. You're probably super ugly right now, but points to the mask. I can't tell.
Okay.
Did that work?
That's a 50. I would say that's a 60 out of 100. I'm interested, but you got to make the next move.
Also, you smell awful, but I like it.
I take the first one over the second one, but they're both pretty fun in a like,
Wow.
oh, you Joker, right?
Oh,
No,
Yeah.
not even
Wow.
a smile.
Not
Just
even a
dead
smile,
face.
just like just a straight a grimace almost. Even. Fantastic. Oh,
Who's gonna
what a
match my
great.
freak?
I'm gonna say,
Not
I'll
me.
be
Yeah,
honest,
yeah.
that would
find
leave
my
me
other half.
speechless.
I would probably walk away at a very fast pace.
My jaw would be on the floor.
I tried, dude.
Fantastic.
Just fucking move on, right?
You did. All right, no, it's fantastic. It worked. It worked. You got me.
Yeah.
You got me.
You're
Same
lying.
time
and
next
I
week.
appreciate it.
Yeah. Second break. All right. Fantastic. All right, Ben. It's time to
All
think of how sensitive and romantic and kind the wall can be. What does the wall do to
So-
woo me on our first date?
What the wall will do is that he'll go to a fine dining restaurant.
Okay.
Get the most like 3 Michelin stars.
Okay.
Get, a nice bottle of wine, a full course meal with dessert.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, it'll be a trip to the batting cages. where
Okay.
He'll be swinging and hitting home runs. And then finally after that, a nice relaxing walk by maybe like a pier or something.
That's great.
Wow. And then at the end, when you tell him, I had a great date today, the wall will be like, whoa, who are you?
Just some guy that followed the wall to the batting cages in a Michelin star restaurant and to the pier.
Oh, I was having a day for myself, but if you enjoyed too, okay, I guess
You paid for me. I thought, okay, that's fine.
that was a mistake. I am sorry. I was, but I hope you had a good time.
At first, I thought you were doing the like pay for the guy behind me thing, but then it just kept happening, and yeah.
Oh, that
Thanks.
is why all my bills were so much more expensive. Okay, I see.
Fantastic. Very in character. 10 out of 10. Would fall for the wall. Hashtag fall for the wall.
Fall for the
Okay.
wall.
All for the wall.
I think with like enough, battles under our belt as we play, War will definitely earn some like, I don't know if it's the right term, like groupies, the people that follow the celebrities around.
Oh yeah.
That's how I interpreted it.
Okay, give me just two shakes. I think I have to shake one of my mods to get a tweet out because I didn't pen a tweet. Eros, can you get a tweet out? No, don't shake me! Don't physically shake me! Thank you, Eros. Okay, all right. That said, let us do a little bit of step by step. Walk me through what happened last time, guys. Anyone want to talk about something that they particularly found interesting? Something you may want to revisit this session? Something you want to talk about? What happened last time? The party was separated for a little bit. You want to talk about that?
I did it last week, y'all. It's on you guys.
Yeah, no. Argentum did it last week, guys. Come on, jog your memories.
Do we want to talk
You
about
guys
that
went
guy?
first. You guys go first. I'll jump in when it was our section, okay?
What did the Goon
first.
Squad get up to in
the
Ryla's
Goon Squad.
Gossamer Emporium?
Sorry, thank you for saying her name. I was waiting for someone to say her name first because I didn't remember. her name.
Right, yeah. We so me, Sunder, the Wall, and Phoenix went over to Ryla's Emporium to check to see if we had the spider silk delivered.
Right.
And come to find out, it wasn't delivered. We were still waiting on it. Only to then find Ryla very sickly, very weak, and infected with a slod parasite. Found some information out on there was this man that he shook my hand and he had like a big red gem in his forehead and he walked off. We eventually came up on this man, killed him, and then we sold his body for a single piece of gold.
Yeah.
Thank you, Zephyriah.
You freak.
To a series of wonderful charisma checks. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
His body
Phoenix
was pawned
stabbed
off.
himself. That's cool.
Couple times.
Twice.
It was
Twice!
kind of cool.
Just to make sure
Yeah,
that, you know.
Phoenix stabbed himself because why did you do that again?
Why did I do that?
Silvery
Because,
barbs, dude, that shit was
yeah,
sick.
for
Yeah,
this
yeah.
spell, Silvery Barbs, it requires somebody to make a successful attack. So I successfully attacked myself and then used it on myself to give someone else.
That's the rules as written, baby, and it worked out famously.
Beautiful,
That is
man.
really, really clever.
Fucking beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
He called me Bluey and then he said he hated me. Which I know
It's
is
true.
I am also
say
very
all those things.
delusional.
Duality of Phoenix.
Shadow of
And you guys, after a little bit of back and forth, were able to make a couple of successful checks in order to both diagnose and it looks like heal or counteract any of the negative magical effects that the Slod had on Ryla. Kelly, or not Kelly, Krillin came in past day or two. She's been sick. He gave her some soup, and he was trying to help as much as he could. And you guys also found out that the dwarves were only just getting to Krillin's place and then coming down to deliver the silk. And after that, we cut over to a bit of more of a grim scene at that post office that you guys had ambled into. It was empty, desolate, just it's a mess, paper strewn everywhere. It's fairly still. What did you guys find in there? What happened?
We were freaking ambushed by the dude, Veyron.
Yeah.
Which one is it?
Yeah.
Veyron.
Veyron teleported us to the Nine Hells in what was it, like his manor or something?
The
what was that
demon
place?
web pit.
The
The demon web pit. But like the interior, were we in some kind of like castle? I forget.
He
What
didn't
is that
teleport
manor?
you.
Yeah.
He teleported the entire building.
Yeah, semantics. Damn, I get it. He's cool.
So you were still in the
that
post
guy.
office.
Bitch.
You were still in the
Huge.
post office.
That's right. Okay, so the interior
Yeah.
definitely was okay. Cool. It is an important detail. Now you mentioned it like that. Anyways, huge Argentum secrets were leaked. Argentum got doxxed. They got doxxed. But they did it to themselves and told
Yeah.
Zephyriel everything, almost everything about them, their deepest, darkest pain, trauma dumping. And I forgot all of it, like honestly. So if you want to recap that part.
Sure.
Yeah.
I did.
I'm kidding.
Yeah.
You know-
You paid attention. Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, I was in character, okay? In one ear, out the
Mm.
other. Sure,
Mhm.
back you.
Sure, buddy. Yeah, so we were transported to the demon web pit. Veyron was like, "Oh, hey, so I have this book. I got it
Yeah.
from the city of Dis. And it was the Book of Names and Lives. And it chronicles the accomplishments and failures of mortals after they die." And he's like, "Oh, Argentum, actually, Arkad is your real name, like a dick, fucking outing me. Anyway, bitch, I'm not salty.
Wait, the book was called Names and Lies?
Lives.
The Book of Names and Lives.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was like, why would we believe anything? Anyways,
Yeah,
that was
it's
stupid.
it's also bound in mortal flesh, and
Ew.
that's
Yeah, it was a
fun.
little hairy and
right?
oily. Kind of
It
gross.
was a little hairy, oily, gross.
Okay, I didn't have that visual before. Now I do. Now I feel good.
Yeah. So Veyron was like, "Hey, yeah, no, I looked in your brain and you had company. Interesting. So I looked into you. Yeah, one of your parents is dead. Cool. That's fun. Have fun with that trauma, buddy." And the whole time he kept trying to get us to make a deal with him. He's like, "Oh, maybe, I'll tell you what happened if you do something for me." And then he showed us, you yell, baby, whatever you're yelling at. I'm sure it's fun. I don't know if the boy is bleeding through. If he is, my apologies.
I didn't hear it.
I don't know. But he showed Argentum, at least, a bit of Zephyriel's history possibly an old friend who was looking up how to, I guess, like rise in the ranks of Celestials. And a hand of Lolth slit his throat, and he died while eating dinner. I believe he was eating a sun beast stew, if I remember
Allegedly,
correctly.
he died.
Yeah.
Yeah, allegedly.
Fantastic.
And was like, yeah. So, he showed us that, and Argentum called him on his shit. It was like, all right, you said that secrets would kill us, and our lack of honesty would kill us before you did. All right, bet. Fine, we're gonna play games. Let's play a game. Argentum decided to call Veyron's bluff and told Zephyriel that they were a Kalishtar, and
True.
said,
No, it's true. It happened. I was there.
It's true.
Yeah.
It was true.
Not clickbait.
Oh, was there not clickbait? Told him that, and then Veyron got pissy. Was like, "You're not supposed to do that." It's like, "Oh, sucks to suck, buddy." And then
threw a fit
Argentum
and
cried a
laughed.
whole bunch. Yeah, he threw a little hissy, like a piss
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah, like a
'Cause
little
he's a piss
bitch.
baby. He's a little
I
bitch.
love when he does that.
And
I
I kid you
know.
not, through the power of friendship, you guys defeated Veyron, or at least the image of Veyron.
Yeah.
Absolutely phenomenal. And as a DM, completely transparent, was not expecting you to do that at all. So that was a little bit of panic on my part too. We're just like, I'm prepared for this.
Like, oh fuck.
He's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Then we went back to I told Zephyriel more of my shit, a little bit about what happened to my peoples.
You were
Cried
saved by
about
the-
it. Yeah, some sort of darkness protected me, and now I don't like the dark. And then the wall came to get us. We all went back to Ryla's. Found out that it was there were some froggy things in a bucket, some fiendish little frog eggs, and Zephyriel exploded them.
Yeah,
As you should.
all over.
Just on me. That's fun. We did everything that fucking Juzo said. We killed the mother.
Almost.
We killed the slad
Yeah.
and sold it to some pirates.
Which was insane. Again, another thing I'm not. Can we? I don't know who said it, but I think it was Leju that said, "Can we sell it?" Oh, okay, fantastic. And the last thing we ended off on was a little bit of really some deep wall lore. Do you want to go into what exactly happened? You don't have to be exhaustive with it, but just what happened.
So the wall went to go meet up with Krillin, who revealed himself. I mean, I guess it wasn't revealed then. Like we already, I think, got an idea that his dad, something
Right.
was happening with him involving being a silver blade as well.
Mhm.
And then we got, information about what exactly like the whole deal with the silver blades is.
Right.
And Wald's glaive has been marked as like the new silver blade, basically.
Yeah.
And he's basically going to keep Krillin in touch. He's like, I think Krillin's like really banking on the wall, talking to fuck, I forget her name every time. Elistray.
Yeah.
So Krillin asked the wall to ask Elistray like where his dad went, and he intends to. But I think those are like the most important parts of that conversation.
Yeah,
But
that's
yeah.
pretty exhaustive. Yeah. Fantastic. And soon after that, the wall made his way at this point in the dark, chilly, half frost, half mud footsteps as he trudged his way through a very quiet city of Vibranka towards the Silken Vale Inn, where our party has sequestered themselves for the evening. While you open the door, you kind of stomp your boots on the ground, and the scene in front of you is quiet. A couple of your compatriots are scattered throughout the inn itself, and you see a few townsfolk, some children, a mother, looks like to be guard and military personnel that are just there. It doesn't look like they want to be there. They're just this is where they're going to stay the night. So what do the rest of you guys do? You guys are in the Silken Vale. I know Argentum is going to plan to take a bath at some point. But Phoenix, Zephyriel, Sunder, Wall, you guys have the run of the place because Zyra is nowhere to be seen. The only person or entity that is manning the comings and goings of the Silken Vale at this point is the Shade. The Shade that is kind of got everything on autopilot.
Oh boy. Is it time for us to all just take turns showering? I love shower RP. Sorry. Oversharing again? My bad.
I forgot to mention, you guys also, Argentum has a package. That was in the post office.
Oh, what?
A package.
Oh, that's right.
You know,
that was real.
I think it was like 6 by 6 by 6 inches. A small little brown parcel, very simple in design and unassuming. But anyway, continue, guys. I'm sorry.
I mean, yeah, Argentum would just go upstairs, clean off, and then do whatever. So y'all are free to do whatever the fuck.
You said Wall just got back?
Yeah. At this point, Argentum is upstairs, and the remainder of you guys are spread throughout the end. Wall just enters, brings in a little draft of cold and a light metallic tang on the back of your throat. It's chilly outside tonight.
I would say Sunder's probably getting a drink, and he notices Wall. Kind of like waves him over to come and sit with him to also get a drink.
Yeah, Wall's gonna spot him and then do so, sit next to him. And he sits down with like a
rough night, big man.
Look back.
Yes, it is. Yeah. I guess you could say it is not ideal.
I've been
What's
here
going
long
on,
enough
Wall?
to know that.
No, nothing. I went to talk to Krillin about some of the things that have been happening recently, and yeah, I feel like I am seeing a path being laid before me.
I mean, usually that's a good thing, no? That you know where to go, right? Instead of wandering aimlessly.
he doesn't answer you, just like stays quiet at that.
You're speaking again once more about the Path of the Blades?
Yes, I am, but maybe it is not something that maybe I got it wrong somehow.
How so?
It is complicated. I do not want to talk about it now. I want a drink.
Oh,
The Shade appears in front of you.
You activated
Just
him.
kind of lists back and forth aimlessly.
Give me your, let's see, your finest red wine vintage, please.
Very shallow bow for the Shade.
I'll take the
Very
nightmare
soft
drink.
He disappears
Just,
back behind the bar for just a second.
Yeah. I wouldn't recommend drinking too much. Tomorrow is kind of an important day.
It is, but it is a little nightcap to wean away some of this stress.
See, that's more than a nightcap there, big man. That's a whole bottle.
I was gonna say, I was gonna actually
Oh, I
more
mean, hey,
talking about
the
the
big man.
nightmare guy, but
Oh yes, the
Exactly
nightmare
right.
juice.
And
want some-
as you say, nightmare juice, the Shade, the two little doors, he pushes back through them. To you, a cab sauv, a nice dark red wine in a silver glass. Wall, he kind of lightly puts it on the oaken bar, and then over to you, Zeph. He drops down almost like a tall shot glass of Shadow Mist brew, a swirling dark liquid that seems to absorb the light around it. Served in a similar glass to what the Wall got, this dark crystal.
You presume because my stature isn't that like Wall's, I can't handle my liquor?
Shade says nothing, but stares at you.
Not you. Fear.
I also say nothing, but they just keep staring at you.
Ah, Zephyr, you are a strong man. You can handle any drink, but I think that drinking it slowly and methodically lets you consume more of the flavor.
Screw that. Barkeep, I'll take one as well. If you want something, go ahead and get it. Drinks are on me. I mean, we have this whole bag of gold, so why not?
In enough time, the shade disappears and comes back and brings you the same drink.
Just the water for me, actually. I don't drink for a job.
You get a glass of water. He doesn't have to leave for that. Just pulls it out from underneath the bar.
Bull's gonna swirl his wine and then take a big whiff, and then take a small sip and just.
It's fruity.
It's a little.
Tannins.
Yes.
Nice and dry.
Very a little too fruity for my taste, but it does have a nice little aftertaste.
The wall likes
Very
it dry.
first sound from the shade tonight. He seems impressed by your knowledge.
No, this will be fine. Thank you.
And the shade disappears for the time being. You all are alone on this bar. There is a small family in the corner that is the mother is nursing a hookah, and there's a couple of guards that are in the other corner that look to be playing some sort of card game. And Argentum is taking a bath, I think they are.
Yeah, they're just
Argentum,
upstairs
we'll do a little comedy smash cut to you as you open the door, ready to get into this new room, into the shower, and you realize the key that you have been given. It fits into the lock. There's nothing wrong with the lock. The door it works. You open the door, and you look inside. It is a 5-foot by 3-foot room with a wooden tub in the middle and a spigot and a bucket next to it. There is a small bar of really rough-hewn natural soap that has some like straw and like dirt and dust on it. Doesn't look like this has been used in a while. This is a bathroom.
Perfect.
Okay. You turn the water on, you start to fill it up, and you notice it's not really getting warm. It's pretty frigid, and it stays cold for the minutes it takes to fill the bath up.
Yeah, they're comfy in the cold, so they'll do that. They'll just get cleaned up, be quick about it, and they'll go back down.
Easy enough.
That.
Perfect. Argentum dries off, gets the clothes on, comes back downstairs, clean as a whistle.
And fast in the bathroom. That's crazy.
That was pretty quick.
You have to be efficient.
No more
They're
frog
just in
snot.
like no more frog snot. That is all I care about. They're in just like such homely clothes. They're not put together. Like they're just like that
Like
fresh
sweats and a
out of the
t-shirt
like
vibe?
sweats and a t-shirt vibe of just
Okay.
like loose tunic, like loose cloth pants, just like hey.
Ray
Very
had
nice.
just thrown the shot back middle of wall, telling him not to, and then just says, "It's alcohol. What's the point of savoring?"
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Stir your dirt. Okay. Wisdom save. Click. How'd I do? Oh no!
Yay.
Man's about to get fucked.
Nightmares.
Bye.
Nightmare.
Zephyr says that, and for a few seconds after he knocks the shot back, he's good to go. Just kind of like sitting there staring, and
Starts crying.
after a while, his head begins to crane down lower and lower, and about 10 seconds after he consumed the shot, he falls to the bar and then to the ground. And you see in front of you, Zav,
God, that's funny. Okay, sorry.
you see beginning to play almost in grayscale over and over what feels like minutes that turn into hours that turn into days. You feel trapped in this mental cage. It's confining, constricting, and even in your dreams, you can't see anything until the nightmare makes you open your eyes. And in front of you, exactly as described, on repeat, you see your best friend, Ezra, murdered by the hand of Lolth, deity whose mercenaries you've come to venerate over decades. He looks older. He looks mature. He looks like a leader. There was hope in his eyes. His short, curled, brown hair you always would tussle and make fun of is now curled around his mouth as his face is forward into the flagstones of his bedroom. 5, 6, 7 times you see the blood start to pool around his head. And it is almost impossible for you to close your eyes no matter how much you tense your muscles to. And something taller than you comes up behind you in this dream and pushes you forward towards his body in a lump on the ground, pushes you forward towards the blood that you almost slip in until you're standing over top of him. And you wake up. Ow! You hit your head on a chair.
I think every single time before Zephyr was pushed, I would try to scream for Ezra to move, look behind them. And then I'd resort to trying to use the whip to draw faster than the blade. I'd probably just fail.
Every time you reach for the whip, almost like two negative forces, or a positive and a negative force, repelling your hand from it. Normally it would work, but this doesn't feel like your nightmare. At this point, Zeph has been out for about 5 minutes.
While still just slowly enjoying his wine.
He's on the floor, dog. Yeah. Did he pass out before or after Argentum got back?
I don't know. It's up to you, Zeph. I'll let you make that decision.
Probably before, and then waking up as soon as you come down.
Yeah, you just show up and he's face down on the floor.
When Ray wakes up, like smiles, but is like crying under the mask. Still weird looking.
Ray, a few those guards in the corner are pointing and laughing at you. Very clandestinely. They're trying to keep it a secret, but they're not very good at it.
Like, oh, he drank the nightmare juice.
Yeah, they're like, oh, what a weak piece of shit.
You two got a problem?
Make an intimidation check.
13.
These guys are peons. They sit down and look at you scared and get back to their game quickly, trying to absorb themselves in it once again and forget about that.
Bit of a spill there, Zephyr.
Good trip.
He's been out for a little bit.
How long?
Oh.
Felt like years.
It was about
5
minutes.
About 5 minutes.
I was gonna say years. I mean, I'd be gone already. I won't lie to you. I wouldn't wait for you 5 years.
Wow.
Thought he would at least put me through the night.
Oh, darling.
It's never the case.
You do feel a little hungover. You got a very
Maybe I need
small
another.
headache.
I don't know about that one.
For another 5 minutes. That's cool.
Maybe some hot tea might be best for you, darling.
Good the first time around, but
Yeah, put
if
some
there's
flowers
anything
in.
else you want, let's try something else.
The
I
shade
will
appears
take
in
one of
front of
those.
you.
Rubbing my head.
The shade appears in front of you, and he offers you a saucer that does indeed have it's a metal cup on it, and looks like it's some hot water, dried dandelions. There's some sort of root on the inside of it. There's a bunch of dried vegetables and other things on the inside of at the bottom of the water, and then next to it is a shoot of a plant that looks like thyme or rosemary or something like that, and he gives you a subtle
Even serve tea.
What was that sound? Do you have a problem too?
I think he was egging you on to take a drink.
Take a drink, darling. It will help, and it will help you sleep.
Most likely a hangover cure.
All right, I drink it.
You hear a very pleased noise from the shade as it starts to walk away, but it just fades into the ethereum.
I will take one of those spooky nightmare shots, please, though.
You better get as many as you want, because I'm paying.
Oh? What's the occasion?
Well, after the
We got paid.
incident with the slad, might as well, right?
True.
Yeah, the old lady almost forked over her life savings.
She would have too.
The shot glass next to Ray disappears out of nowhere, and then the shade apparates once more from nothingness, and two tall shooter glasses full of that sparkling dark purple, almost black liquid that is the shadow mist brew.
All right. They'll knock it back.
Okay. Need you.
Maybe you should try to say no.
You knock it back, and it immediately hits you with this fragrance passes through your nose of dark berries and some floral and herbaceous notes before it slides down your throat, and you feel it start to warm your belly and fill your body with this pleasing numbness. Roll a wisdom save.
I choose to fail it if that's okay.
Oh, it's very okay.
Hell yeah.
You let the numbness take you.
Crazy! Oh my god! I am crazy.
Rips through your fingernails,
It's been one of those
your
days.
toes, your warm body, and you find yourself in a void. You are given flowers from nowhere. Quite confusing. As you start to walk with these flowers, stacks of books begin to open up in front of you. And after about 2 or 3 minutes of walking, you realize you are in the library that you used to run around in as a child, some sort of fun, adventurous little maze that you've made for yourself of books and charms and spells and trinkets and the lovely librarian that you used to know. And for a while, this feels like a really pleasant dream. And then you hear wheezing in your head. You hear retching and coughing. You hear vomiting. You hear a large creature just around the corner of this stack that you were climbing. And as you walk towards it, you begin to shrink and de-age. And by the end of this stack of books, you are 12 years old. And you turn the corner, and a hideous creature that you know intimately, the one who lives inside of your head, tries to pull themselves towards you, its bladed hands digging into the ground, dragging its lifeless body towards you. All you can hear is it coughing and retching and vomiting. This black bile that foams from its teeth. And normally, whenever you lay your eyes on its corporeal form, it's a little bit of shock, a little bit of fright and respect. But you look into its beady eyes, it's like insectoid eyes, and you see fear. You see shock, as if this could never happen to them, as if asking you what is happening. And it just says, "She's dead." And you also wake up, knocking over your shooter glass in the process with a start.
Okay, how long was that? Were they out longer or shorter than I was?
Well, you were here. How long did that feel to you?
I can't tell the time.
You don't know how to tell time.
With what?
With your brain?
I wasn't going to count.
Well, it seems to me like the post office was a walk in the park.
Yes.
You're both downing, shots like no tomorrow.
Argentum will speak in their mind to the one who resides there. Are you there?
Make an intelligence check.
Stop.
Oh.
Bye.
You don't hear anything. Your words echo in the blackness of your brain for the first time ever. You drank this liquid. You woke up. In Argentum, you truly feel alone, surrounded by friends.
No. They'll just keep shouting in their head, just shouting for them over and over and over again.
Make one more intelligence check. You hear... I am here. I feed. I am scared. Argentum. Our God. Save me. Help me.
What do you need me to do? Anything. I'll do anything.
A small gurgle echoes, as though your brain is encased and framed in stone. And that's all you hear.
Argentum will fall to their knees, just saying out loud over and over and just, no. You can't leave me.
This is
Hey.
out loud?
What are you doing?
Yep.
Listen, the juice is just hallucinatory, so you don't gotta take it so seriously.
It's only supposed to be illusions in your mind. Everything here is real.
You're back,
He's gone.
yeah.
He's gone.
The juice might be hallucinatory, but this doesn't seem like a hallucination, guys.
I mean, it shows you things from before, so I suppose that makes sense.
Yeah, the wall's gonna put a hand on Argentum's shoulder, very gently, and say,
It is all right. You are in safety.
Everyone's here.
No.
Shade comes to gather the empty shooter glasses and then takes a second and looks at Argentum
A little too much
and
to
then
drink.
fades into nothingness.
Yeah, everyone's here. Wall, Zeph, Sunder, me. Everyone's here.
No, that is the one thing that you're not. Like, no
You
matter. I don't what?
You don't
Can't count,
understand.
can't read. can't understand.
Thanks.
It's fine.
I'm going to go to bed.
All right.
They'll
And
take off full tilt, and as they leave, you can tell they are. As they turn around, they just begin sobbing as they tear up the stairs.
Argentum runs down the hallway into the room.
Oh, they were serious.
Guards kind of take a look at what happened in the corner, and they go back to their game. And the mother of those two children who are playing with, it looks like jacks or something like that in the corner, on top of some pillows, so it doesn't. It's kind of funny scene. They're trying to understand why the ball isn't bouncing on the pillow, but the mother comes over to Wall, and it's this very small for a drow, especially very small drow, about like 5'5", but looks fairly youthful, in the mid-20s. Puts her hand on your shoulder. Is everything all right, dearie?
oh yes, they simply had a little too much of the nightmare juice.
Had a bad breakup earlier today.
Eesh, all been there. Hey,
You too, huh?
more times than you can count.
Starting to think I shouldn't drink this then, if this is what's happening.
Yeah, but people keep coming back to the well, it seems.
That's true. That is true. I mean, I paid for it, so I might as well.
The mother nods and goes back to her children.
Thank you for your concern.
I appreciate it, yeah.
We appreciate it greatly.
Could I just whisper to the one still here? The post office was not a walk in the park.
What happened?
And you both still
We
chose to
were-
drink? The juice?
We encountered Veyron.
Again?
He brought us somewhere in the Nine Hell.
So, but you're alive. Are you a clone?
Only think so, Argentum. They, are just going through it.
But it's nothing to do with today? Wait, what's going on upstairs? It's a kind of a visceral reaction for a nightmare, bro.
You're right, someone should probably go check on them.
I will do it. Allow me.
Good call.
I'll accompany you. I need to
We
go.
should just all retire then if it's gonna be just everybody upstairs.
You guys go ahead. I think I'll stay back here for a little while.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Got some prep work to do before tomorrow.
Those of you who are leaving the bar area proper up into the accommodations, do so. It takes less than 2 minutes for you to find Argentum. Argentum, how do they find you?
Argentum would have gone back up to the room that Zyra gave them the key to, the one that she was like below in her little bat cave.
The Shadow Weaver's chamber.
Yeah, they would be up in the Shadow Weaver's chamber. They would be sat in the smallest, darkest corner they could find, almost in a meditative pose, and just shaking, tears running down their face, just looking incredibly focused, but also scared.
Well, we'll quietly walk in, like gently put his glaive by the door, and then just take a seat right next to them.
Are you coming in the room, Phoenix?
So sorry, wait, would it be? How big is this room exactly?
It's pretty big. It's about like it's 15 by 15, and then there's a like a bathroom, master bathroom attached. So it's a fairly large room.
That's the one. That's the door, though, right? That's the one. That's
No, the
the.
other door is further down the hall. The
Oh,
other one
okay.
that's just a bathroom is further down the hall. That's like a communal space.
No, I mean like okay, it's fine. I'll just like peek my head in to see how big the room is again. I'm like, yeah, sure. And I'll step inside and just like prop myself up against the wall that is a little farther away.
I
It'd be too crowded if it's all of us.
I will actually whisper to Phoenix. You know, this is probably overwhelming for them. If we all gang up on them.
Yeah, that's why
Could
I'm
you just
not,
leave this to Wall and I?
Oh yeah, sure. I could take a hike. And I guess I'll go take a bath actually. I'll just make my way down to the other room.
You do so, and when you get there, you see exactly what Argentum saw. This kind of gross-looking tub that's been used once tonight. A communal bar of soap and a spigot. There is a window as well that is casting a little bit of light in this almost closet-like area, but I guess you take a bath, yeah.
Can I ask? Has it been like a week yet?
Has it been a week yet?
Mm-hmm.
Since
In-game.
what? Oh, yes,
Since
yes.
Okay, we're just wondering. But I guess
Okay.
we'll cross. Let's do the other fellows first.
Okay. All right. Argentum is in a small ball, I assume, in the
Small
darkest
ball.
corner of the Shadow Weaver's chamber.
Shut the door and then like lock it. Argentum.
Sorry.
Wall is here. It's just Wall and I. I think, and it's not because I'm gonna pay him, but I think that you can trust him. If you want to say what's going on, it doesn't seem like a side effect of the drink.
I do not think it is. I have had much to drink before, and he's never disappeared. He's never been hurt by it.
He?
I suppose I should elaborate. I told you what I am.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I am a being that is called a Kalishtar. I am what is often called a two-souled being. Most of my people cannot. Trying to think of the simplest way to explain this. Our people are merged with spirits of the plane of dreams, called Quarry. Most are known to be darker beings with more evil machinations, but a faction of rebels, in a way, escaped and merged with monks, and my people were some of them. Generations later, and most could not hear the soul's voices anymore after years of having children and such, but I can. I have a friend. The name Their name is the Vakri, but normally I can call upon them. Normally they always have something to say. Some story or quip. But when I tried to speak to them after taking the alcohol, it is as if they were dying. I could hear them choking and asking me to help them. But they could not tell me how to help. And I am afraid I have lost them. And without them I am truly alone. I cannot lose them.
Maul's gonna very delicately put another hand on Argentum's shoulder and say, "You need to look at me real quick. It will be simple. Just look at me."
They will look up at Wall.
You must take a deep breath. Count to 3 as you breathe in.
And he's like motioning to do it as well, like
1, 2, 3. And you hold your breath and listen to the silence around you.
But I do not want it to be silent.
I will guide you through this. I promise it will make you feel better.
I can talk if you want.
They
But
will.
Once you breathe and you feel the breath in your lungs, breathe out just as slowly as you breathed in. 3 seconds.
They will do so. They will follow the Wall's instructions and they will breathe.
I think this drink, it causes us to confront truly nightmarish situations. And I think if you are bound to a friend, to Thavakri, as tightly as you described, maybe they are also going through a similar nightmare. Maybe that is why they are not hearing you at the moment.
In the vision I saw, he told me she was dead. I do not know who he means. Whether it was my mother or somebody else. But he is my only friend. He's all I've ever known.
And he will return to you. I know it.
I believe Veyron might have a hand in this, but I do not know. I called his bluff. I called him. He said that secrets between all of us would kill us faster than he would. And so I chose to play a card of my own. And in front of him, I told Zephyriel what I am. And admitted that everything that Veyron was accusing me of. Using a false name. Not being honest about who and what I am. I told Zephyriel the truth. And that pissed him off. And now he knew everything about what happened to me. Everything that I have lost. And I am afraid. that he has done something.
Argentum, listen to me. If this god has somehow taken your kin, then there is a simple solution to it. We take him back. We go to him. And we break his heart.
Spirits don't just disappear.
They cannot be whisked away so simply.
Our souls are meant to be intertwined. We are supposed to be one being, and I do not know who I am without them.
I am looking at you. I can see who you are. Even if it is a fake name, if it is a fake identity that you have created, you are Argentum. A proud crafter of stories. And although I may not be able to enjoy your stories, I have seen how the people react to you, react to your presence, to your writing. You are real. You are here. You are so much more than you believe yourself to be.
All my stories are ones he told me. They have just been turned into fiction. Every tale that I have woven, well, the vast majority of them, are stories that he told me.
So you feel useless without him?
That is not true. I am not whole without them.
I think if you are both linked together, bound together in the way that you describe, there will be a way for you to trace back to him, to follow this link. It will take you back to him. I know this.
I was trying to meditate, but I could not focus.
I am sorry for interrupting.
It is okay. It's not your fault. Yes, Ephraim.
Well, if your souls are meant to be entwined, and you are meant to be one being, then he will only be as strong as you are. As in, your willpower in such a vulnerable moment. If you give up, what do you think that means for him?
Whoever said I was giving up?
Well, you're kind of looking or sounding pitiful right now, so I just assumed.
How would you feel if a vital piece of you that you have known since the day of your birth was stripped away from you? Your best friend, your confidant, the one you have trusted with everything that you are, who has helped shape you, who was there in your darkest moments when everything else had been lost. I am quite literally not whole without them.
I know what it's like. Not to the same level as you, but I know what it can be like. When I was younger, I was put in charge of an operation, a mercenary group. And several of the members were my kinsmen from the river. One of them was a close friend from my childhood. The Banner. He was always smiling and laughing and making light of all the things that we had done, and he had so much enjoyment of life. And I was always scared and nervous. I was put in charge of this whole unit, but I was not sure of myself. But the Banner, he would always reassure me, say, "No, the Wall. This is your moment. This is where you make a difference, where you make a legend of yourself." His words were an inspiration to me. They were a light in the dark. But the operation did not go as planned. And I lost him. And I know how it can feel to lose that part of you that you thought was keeping you going all this time. I know. So I took his words, his enthusiasm, his love of life, I took them all for myself. As a way to maybe pretend as if he was still here. Even if he wasn't.
I'm sorry that you lost someone so important to you.
Do not be. It was my fault. If Veyron says that secrets will destroy our party, then I will reveal my own. This operation, it hinged on my command. We were surrounded on both sides, and I made the call to retreat instead of pushing forward. And that led to us getting trapped, and everyone died because of me. And, well, I also did not leave the battlefield unscathed. And he goes to, like, remove his helmet, but then he doesn't. No, I'm still ashamed to show these reminders of my failure. But all this is to say that loss that you feel, that hole in your heart, it will eventually start to heal. Or at the very least, it will not hurt as much. At least I hope it does not.
If I can help them, I will. And if this is Veyron's doing and not just the drink affecting us, then I am going to stop Veyron. I do not know how. We will begin with the Driders. We will continue doing what we plan to do.
We will hunt him down and break him in half.
Yeah, fuck that guy. Hate Veyron. Have you ever been around anyone else? Like, had friends, Argentum? A group, acquaintances?
I'm acquainted with many people.
But it's just been the two of you.
It has had to be.
Had to be? Why?
For our safety. I do not know what it was that stole my people, my family.
Argentum, can you make a wisdom saving throw for me?
Yeah.
Saving throw.
Saving throw. Oh no.
Okay, I have advantage on these.
Let's go.
Ooh, okay, cool.
Damn.
You feel as though there's some presence trying to come in through the window. You can almost see it, chase it as it careens through the clouds. And it gets very close to you, but as soon as you realize how resolute that you and your friends have made you, bounces right off of you.
What?
Is it possible that being around a group for such an extended period of time has affected your connection?
I do not believe so. If that is the case, I would have ceased hearing their voice long ago. From the moment I was adopted, I would have stopped hearing their voice. But I have always heard it. I believe it is more than that. But
In
to
your
finish off-
magic, is that gone as well?
Argentum will pull out their quill and attempt to just cast Blade Ward on themselves just as a test.
Whip your pen out and this really, really low, deep hum comes from the runes that you've scratched on the sky, on the ground. You cast Blade Ward on yourself.
No, my magic is still intact. So it is not that. That is not broken. The only other variable I could think of interfering outside of the drink is Veyron himself. Unless there is something else. Unless it has finally caught up to me.
Maybe there is something else we can try.
And Wall's gonna get up and grab his glaive
Okay.
and gently like sit it down next to Argentum, or in front of Argentum.
Okay. You do so. It is taller than you are, Argentum. It is a quite the glaive. This is built for the wall. It's impressive.
I do not know what will happen, but maybe something good will happen. Place your hand on the blade and try to focus.
They do so.
What do
They
you
will
focus
place
on,
their
Argentum?
hand. They will try to focus on that place in the back of their eye where they usually feel that scratching, that tickling whenever V has something to say. Whenever they want their attention, they'll focus on that full, warm feeling that they have whenever they're conversing or being told a story. They'll try to find that familiarity.
You do so. And as your fingers run across the cool metal of this glaive, you feel the script newly carved onto the wall's blade. You feel his name in Elvish near the hilt. You feel the engravings, very fine and intricate engravings done by what could only be a divine hand on this glaive. And you close your eyes. And you feel a shock. As you open them, everyone else sees your eyes glazed over in white. A very low, radiant light pours from them, and tears flow before you are able to see it. In a white, milky void, you see the human form of your quarry soul. He is there. He runs to you. And he embraces you and whispers in your ear, I don't have much time. The goddess has given us 1 minute. I missed you.
How do I help?
He has taken you, me and your mother, and imprisoned us. We are in limbo. We are in a negative space. We cannot quite tell. But I know we lose strength every day. And I don't know how much longer we can hold against him. I must go back to your mother soon. She's sick. I love you, Argentum.
I love you too.
And
look after her. I will work
tries
as
to
fast
hug
as
you.
I can.
And as soon as he reaches his arms out, he begins to fade away, being pulled back, strand by strand, into the milky void. So his story is being unraveled, pulling him back to limbo, and the last thing you see is his smile and a tear peek his lip before you blink and notice you have been doing nothing but crying for the past minute.
Did you see something?
I did. He is trapped. He said he has Vavrakri. Me and my mother are trapped. Apparently my mother is sick. They are being held in limbo, and they do not know how long they will last. And Argentum, while still crying, looks livid, but also like they've made a decision. They do not get... Veyron does not get to take my family from me again. I am not losing everything again. So whatever we need to do, and however hard we need to hit him, we will hit harder.
Wall's gonna give a smile, and then, give another pat on the shoulder on Argentum.
I have already caught him once. We can do it again. But stronger this time, huh?
Even stronger. I mean, you've got the goddess's blessing now. And it is thanks to her and to you that I was able to know where they are, what is happening for the most part, so thank you all. Thank you for this.
Wall's gonna give them a hug.
Oh yeah, no,
Aw.
Argentum is gonna give him the biggest hug and just sob uncontrollably.
Yeah, you guys embrace each other. It's slightly comical given the size difference, but the whoever's in that room, you feel something you haven't felt since you guys have been together. There's this sense of unity. There's a very, yeah, we're gonna do this kind of air about the room, the building. As dark and cold as it is right now outside, you have a fire burning within you. Sunder, what the hell are you doing?
Meanwhile, at the bar,
Sunder's still at the bar.
Mm.
He said he was sitting back. He's probably gonna finish up that drink that he ordered and pay the tab, walk back upstairs, most likely.
Okay. Now you do so. The shade nods at you, because you may have accidentally given him a tip, but it's very appreciative. Takes you 2 minutes to get upstairs and find the rest of them. Argentum and the Wall are in a heap. You pass Phoenix, who is currently bathing, and then Ray is standing, watching, trying to help.
Kind of like leaned up by the door.
Yeah.
On the
You
wall.
walk in, you see Ray leaning against the door.
Just listening.
I guess Thunder will walk over to Ray. So, what happened?
Wall is really good with kids.
Oh my god.
That doesn't surprise me with him. He's really good with
Also
horses.
very in character.
Yeah, they're kind of similar, because if you can't ride a child like a horse,
No, you can't ride a kid like a horse. Correct.
Yeah, I don't think that's something you could do. No.
everything will be fine.
I'm
No.
sure. Argentum's strong. I know that whatever is hurting them, they'll be able to overcome it.
Veyron means to cause problems within the group.
Oh. How so?
He is under the impression that by causing us pain, we will be easier to mold. But I'm shocked that he should know anger and pain. It's the fastest way to sharpen steel.
That's true. So how is he trying to cause this pain exactly?
He told us. I kind of tune out a lot of what he says. Secrets or something?
Argentum will let out sort of a small laugh and kind of disentangle themselves from the wall. You are ridiculous, and you should pay attention to what our enemy is saying to us. Ray.
You got yourself a new nickname.
I suppose I did.
Veyron is under the impression,
Hmm.
possibly a correct one, to a point, that secrets between all of us would kill us faster than he could. And I believe that when I called his bluff, so to speak,
Hmm.
and told Zephyriel much of myself, I believe he decided to step it up a notch. And he is hurting people I love. And if he is hurting them, it is our job to hurt him right back.
I already planned on doing that. I plan on putting this fist right into his face. I'm tired of all these gods playing roles like this. I've heard way too many stories over the past few years of me being here in Ivbranca. There's always someone who's just after ridiculous power. Veyron's no different. He's just a whining, sniveling bitch who's after mommy's power. We'll show him. That much I know. And regarding secrets and hurting the group, I don't exactly know what exactly he's going to expose. I have nothing to hide. There's been so many instances over the past several weeks that have given ideas to most of you as just things that have happened to me. Specifically those bounty hunters. And especially now, those three that we are going to have to deal with soon. They are a huge reason and a huge thorn in my side as to why I am the way that I am. And I don't appreciate the things that they did to me. I don't. Spent years with those three. Years. I mean, if we're if we're getting secrets out now, I might as well. He's not gonna have anything on us. Those bounty. Go ahead.
I was going to tell you the same. I fear that. Sorry, I was giving it a moment. People are very loud down in the bar.
Yeah. The mom chasing her kids.
It's quite a ruckus down there on the left.
They need to do an animal handling check.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise.
Gremlins under control.
I know.
Feed those kids some hay.
I think that's what they're eating down there.
Hay's for horses, Zephyriel.
Exactly.
My goodness. I fear that our false one may be the greatest keeper of secrets of all of us. Save for Zephyriel, of course.
I agree. I think Phoenix is a liability.
I did not say he was a liability,
I wouldn't
but
go that far.
he is
Come on.
tight.
The false one?
He's got a tight lip.
He's got
Nobody
a tight
seems
and
to mention when he has the darkness around him. Sorry, not to scare you. But the
No,
darkness?
It might be illusion magic for all we know.
I do not believe so. His form changes.
Make a
His
stealth
voice.
check. All of you speaking about Zephyr, or all of you speaking about Phoenix right now. Make a stealth
Let's
check.
fucking go, bro.
You know what? Alright.
Wall isn't talking about Phoenix. He's just
It's true.
listening, so he's
Wall's
not gonna
listening.
do shit.
That's true.
I was still on.
What's your passive perception,
Managed.
Fee?
19.
Nat 20!
Half of
Go,
it.
baby!
Oh,
Yes.
Oh, it's not going to be nat 20 worthy, but it's 14.
Okay, cool.
We all
You guys
saved
are
him.
able to. You're able to keep this information. Zeph doesn't know, or Phoenix doesn't know you're talking about him.
I'm a quiet bitch.
we all know Phoenix isn't really in the bath.
You're just standing outside the door.
He's probably
That
pissing again.
towel just sitting there.
Pissing all by yourself. Anyway.
Frying chicken. Was you frying chicken in there? What's going on?
I agree. His form does change. His magic is unearthly, and he has been lying since we met him about his personality, about his appearance. Not that I really care, but
I've put some pieces together, but they are not mine to say. It is for Phoenix to tell us in his own time.
I would
Much
say,
like if you
Mm.
had figured me out, I would have appreciated telling you in my own time, much as I did.
well, I don't know nothing about you. I know you're an author. That's about it.
Um,
I don't know shit.
do you wish to know?
If you're willing to tell me.
I mean, the others know. Argentum will tell Sunder everything that they've said before, how they're a Kalishtar, what Kalishtar are, all the shit they told Zephraiel
they're a
about.
fraud. They don't write their own stories.
They fucking do, bitch! They
Wow.
get
They write 'em.
inspiration!
Okay, guys.
They're great authors, shut up!
All right.
Sorry, I
As you
just
do
interrupted
this,
it.
we're
Keep
going
going.
to pivot over to Phoenix in the bath. While you guys have a
Yay.
conversation and reveal that information.
Contrary to popular
Phoenix.
belief, Phoenix is in the bath.
It is a cold bath, but it is about body temperature, so it's a little bit, it's lukewarm at this point. Argentum warmed it up for you. So you suds
Nice.
up, you get in, and you kind of have a little bit of moment to yourself. What do
I'll
you
just let the tap run
Okay.
as I.
do? Creates a nice little white noise in the background.
Is there a window?
Yes, there is.
Okay, I'm gonna look at the window to see what I can see.
Okay. You clean all the steam off the glass and you look outside. Pretty empty streets. This particular. Okay.
Good.
Some like I watched some like
Ignore the man
drunkard,
behind
like,
the...
hit the.
Yeah, you watch a drunk guy just ram right into a garbage can, like a set of
This is
crates.
my room.
A cat scrams. That's the only thing that happens though. There is it is dark. There's a light crust of snow on the wet mud. It looks to be about maybe 10 p.m. We're in the dead of night at this point. There doesn't seem to be anybody out. Even the torches are kind of snuffed out.
Okay, well, I guess good a time as any. I mean, pretty much the second I get in, I'll just start, calling up big man upstairs.
Okay.
And mentally, of course. As per
You
usual.
hear mental static for a little bit. Just this like black fuzz that you're trying to like cut through and find the right path to get to exactly who you want to talk to. And after about 60 seconds of meditation and navigation, there he is. You're connected. You hear some stuff in the background, just shifting, moving, metal, wood on wood, some echo and reverberant noises. And you hear, yes.
Is this
yes.
a good time?
Of course, it's a good time. Yes, the dancing rats in the cellar, of course. Golden apples fall at midnight. You know. Yes, of course. You know exactly what's going on.
Hmm.
These are code phrases that you and your patron have put together yourselves to indicate that something is very wrong. The dancing rats in the cellar means that there are infiltrators where he is currently. There are people who are holding him hostage. Golden apple falls at midnight means there's not a whole lot of time. Yes, the Iron Kings, they sing softly. They're magic users. Yes, the broken arrows in his quiver, he needs to get them fixed. They have no ranged capabilities, though. It's all melee. Oh, I need to get that mirror fixed. and I will take you over to Whispers
Oh,
in order to tell you what that one means.
hi guys. My first
Bye.
time in Whispers.
Bye.
Goddamn.
I told you he was a liability. I knew it. Can't trust him. Don't trust him.
Trust him as far as I can throw him. And I
My
can't
God.
throw him far. I've got a 0 modifier.
Quick, how strong do you think Zephyr is?
Strong. eh?
Score wise,
If-
score. Don't if you don't know. Don't look.
Score.
I'd say
wise?
at least a +1. I'ma say. I'm gonna
Okay,
give him the
that's fair,
benefit of the
that's fair,
doubt. You
that's
get
fair.
at least a +1. If you have like a
Yeah.
+2 or 3, I'm a fight.
Not telling.
Mm,
Uh,
too bad.
I'd
I'm
also
in your
say a
computer.
+1.
I'm actually as strong as Wall.
Sure,
We have
babe.
the same score.
We've come for some information. Zeph is now the tank. Oh,
We're just normal men.
That is not what he says.
Just normal men.
He said, and then the last thing you hear before your brain and eyes are overwhelmed by that black static once more is, "Oh, the fox sleeps in the hen house. Yes, and that means he's safe." And you hear as your brain is consumed by the black static.
I didn't mean to say anything. Well. And I'll just, I guess, I'm back in the bathhouse. Or the bathroom, I guess. It's not really a house. It's like a tiny little shed. I'll turn the water off. And I will, speak the code word to turn my outfit into just like the normal, relaxed, everyday commoner wear.
Okay. Is the code word in a particular language or is it in common?
Oh, let me see. I did have this written down, so I'm sorry. Chad, I'm sorry. Yeah, it is like one of the abyssal words. Just
Okay.
for the word pour.
You utter the phrase, and with your breath, your clothes change. You get a little drapey. You have a drop crotch for some more room. Some like nice harem pants.
Need that room.
And then, yeah, you are dry. You are a little chilly. Dressed in casual, everyday wear. And you guys, the door open, you hear down the hallway, and there's Phoenix.
Hey guys.
welcome back.
Good ass bath. I'm just like
It's-
cranking my neck.
Hello,
Hey.
Phoenix.
Did you say it like
Hi.
that, Zeph?
If
Hi.
it's your real name.
Oh my god.
Yeah?
Who names their child Phoenix? A bird?
Who names their child Zephyriel? What is that? Even, actually.
It's a
A rock?
real name from the upper planes.
Who names their child after a higher being? Pretentious much.
He's got a point.
I would agree if I wasn't a higher being.
You're a higher being?
know-
And what kind of being are you? False one.
Oh goodness, here we go.
Are we doing this?
Apparently,
Is this some kind of
Zephyriel.
interrogation now?
Get in here and lock the door.
We have much to discuss, not just about you, Phoenix.
So you guys
There's.
Brewing in here. It smells like ass.
Shut up.
And I smell
Those are just how
good.
Argentum's tears smell.
Shut.
Do you enter the room,
It might
Phoenix?
be the incense. What do you mean?
is this a bad? Do you need like another 5 minutes to like figure out your situation, or it's a little in disarray?
No, we're good.
Come on in, Phoenix.
Okay, sure.
Team meeting.
I closed the door behind me.
Now you're trapped.
And then I
Strong words.
just like unlock the door and open it again. Just
Wait.
I close the door and lock it again.
All right, who's gonna start?
And it's not
You-
really-
You suddenly, you guys remember that you don't have a whole lot of time until the hourglass is dancing with its last few grains of sand.
Oh, is it that late? Okay.
We need to sleep.
If you guys want to have a full rest, yeah.
we should make it short.
Actually, I'm sleepy. And I've changed my
think right
mind
now-
about this conversation. I'm going to bed.
You want
Good
to
night,
go to bed by all
Phoenix.
means.
Oh, okay. So we're good.
I have no idea. I don't know
now.
what I don't know what he's on about. I'm gonna be real.
Hey, the
Do you want me to explain? I will.
You can shorten the version. I feel like
Okay.
this is not gonna be short if he starts.
Alright, based around what Argentum told me, Veyron is using information on us to hurt the group, and potentially
Okay.
others as well. So, we figured as a team, we might as well start talking about shit that we've not talked about, just so he doesn't have any ammunition against us.
So okay, I see.
Hmm.
The stakes are high. He has taken two from me, who are vitally important to me, and is holding them in limbo. It was only through the grace of the wall and Elistray herself, I believe, that I was able to learn this at all. So he is already making moves, because Zephyrael and I pissed him off.
When did you do that?
When he brought us to his home in the Demon Web Pit,
Oh right.
and
he only teleported us though, not the entire post office.
So you've all been. So what?
Important detail.
Okay.
Mm,
Anyway,
sure.
so you've just been sharing secrets in here.
Well, Argentum has.
Okay.
Yes, and I do not feel like recounting it just now. But
That's fine.
Understandable.
he said secrets would kill us faster than he would, and I think that is something that you, well, all of us, should think on. And think about things that could be the undoing of those around us.
I see. And I assume. I look at Zephyrael. That's what this is about.
He called you the false one. And your spooky ooky magic? It's the most concerning out of everyone here.
Would
an
not
open book.
would not knowing about it keep you up at night? Tonight because it's tomorrow's
Me?
important.
No, I'm not scared of any of you.
So it's no concern.
Not to me.
But you're the one asking.
Look,
He's got you there.
I think being called the false one sounds the most likely the one to be the undoing of everyone here.
Okay, let us back it up for a moment. We
Mhm.
do need to sleep, for one, if we want to
We do.
get all of our strength back. I will leave this with you, Phoenix, before we rest for the night.
Hmm.
In
You know what? Can I ask? Will
Very nice.
All right, we're back.
Sick.
We return.
We're
And
back.
on the next episode of No, we're done.
see you
you
guys?
bitch.
Are we truly back? Do you have to refresh? I think they have to
We got-
refresh.
Guys, we got dancing rats in the cellar, okay? They're chewing on my wires.
Dancing rats in the
There are
cellar.
rats in my room.
The rat's in my room. There's a big one, and he makes all the
Mhm.
rules. So we're back. Anyway, what were we saying? Continue. I apologize. We were about to go to bed, yeah?
Yep.
Get some eeps.
I asked
Yeah.
him a question.
Yes, but it
Oh.
was cut off by
It
something.
was, and we could just like never tell them what it was and then move on.
Yeah.
We could.
We could.
That'd be so
Could.
fun.
We could. They'll just like be in agony and never
Last
know
thing
what I
they
asked them.
heard was, "Can I ask?" And they missed.
That's amazing.
That's so funny.
Oh, my mom says they're gonna resign. You gotta tell them.
Okay.
You ask what?
Can't believe it worked.
In the future, if the situation calls for it, will you be open to sharing said secrets while you're called the false one?
How about? Let me see. Can I look at the
It
hourglass?
would
How
help
long do
me
we have?
sleep at night.
How long do we have left in the hourglass?
Unless that was like the proverbial hourglass.
Oh, I mean, if you want 8 hours of sleep, you should probably go to bed like within the hour.
Okay.
Just a couple. Okay, so not too bad. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Shouldn't be too long then. How about this? As a show of good faith. We do have to get to bed though. But as a show of good faith, one question right now. I will
From
answer.
each of us?
Do you want to stay up all night? From just you.
Just me.
But you are the one that asked. Everyone else seems to be a good sleeping. And Wall said, "I will go to bed."
Okay. I will use the full hour to deliberate on this important question.
Could you use the? I mean, could you use like less than that so I could have some time to speak?
45 minutes.
Oh my god!
You are
Alright.
insufferable.
Alright,
Ask your
everyone back in
question.
45. Me to
Okay.
me or to?
I have my question. I want to know
Hmm.
the specific source of your power. Please.
Hmm.
Quite a question.
I was taught by a man in the north. You may know him. He's kind of got a lot of clout. Ipswich. But that is probably not why you're asking. You're probably asking because, and I will use my last charge of Form of Dread.
Oh shit.
I'll just like
Please, someone
cloak.
tell me what it looks like. I
I'll
can
just
only
cloak
feel
in the
it.
middle, and the shadows like come out and like fluctuate, and they undulate and almost tentacle-like. This dark veil that casts across his body. There is a, and his voice is like kind of doubled almost. There is a darkness within me. And he has helped me to control it. I'll explain a little, since we're running low on time. But I am unlucky. Or so, not quite right. Things are unlucky when I'm here. I can control it. Marginally. For instance, if someone were to really need a stroke of luck, a miracle, to cut into the body of an old woman and not make any mistakes, then someone else would have to pay. And I will pull up the leg of my pants, which are now commoner clothes, so they're really easy to pull up. And you can see there's like the two fresh marks that were made today, like earlier today, that were healed, that are now healed over. But along with it, like 10s, 20, 30 other very similarly shaped marks on his leg.
Ah, man.
I see.
And how do we know we...
Argentum.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say Argentum. In order to assist Ray in understanding what's going on, they'll create a mind link and do much like they did before when showing him what the countryside looked like. They'll create a mind link with Zephyriel to attempt to show him what they're seeing on Phoenix.
And some of them are like longer than others, you know, some of them are like oblong, some of them are, it's like different, somewhat different shapes. And I'll drop the leg.
So this is the part where we're just supposed to trust your explanation?
It seems that based on what he adorns, he suffers.
We
forever.
all suffer.
Well, yes, we all suffer, Zephyriel, but he's physically hurting himself to give aid.
Cool.
He is not lying about Ipswich.
I will drop the Form of Dread. So,
good enough for me.
Good enough for the night one?
Bedtime.
Yeah. Where do you guys decide to sleep? Graphically detail where you sleep and how you do it.
Oh my god.
No, I'm joking.
Argentum
You all
will
go
sleep
ahead.
on the bed.
Okay.
They're like, someone else can sleep
It's a
there, and they
pretty
don't
big
give a fuck. But they're like, no, I was told to stay in this room. Fuck it, I'm sleeping on this goddamn bed.
Yeah, you're able to find a very cozy spot on the bed. Nice silk sheets. His room is well cared for.
Okay,
And, the
I'll
rest
take
of you-
I'll take a corner that cannot be seen from any windows.
Okay. Kind of prop yourself up in a chair and take a corner that doesn't have the eye line of anything external from the building.
Sunder will also take a corner and sit in a meditative stance, kind of slowly drift off to sleep.
Sure. And I
We,
imagine the. Go ahead.
Sorry, I think that room where the bathtub was, where
Yeah.
Back to the
Going in
tub.
fucking bathtub again.
That is the
Jesus
room you guys are
Christ.
in. You guys haven't been to the bathroom yet
oh, okay.
because it is deployed. You know.
Is that where we're gonna go down to in the morning, or are we going somewhere
That's
like a
up,
different
wherever you
entrance?
guys go from here is up to you. You have the option to go and see Tyrael. You can go down to the Undercity with Kelly and Zyra. There, you can just not do anything and leave the city if you want to. Like, you can do
Fuck off.
whatever you guys want.
But the Drider situation is happening in the morning with Zyra and Kelly.
Drider situation is happening in a 12-hour buffer tomorrow. You don't know when, but it is within 12 hours of tomorrow.
So you gotta be ready.
Okay.
Okay, I'll find like the cold hard floor to sleep on anywhere.
Okay.
Maybe by the
Yeah.
bathtub, just in case there's an emergency with Zyra.
Sure, you get to curl up on the cool tile of the bathtub. It's actually kind of refreshing, honestly.
Is there like a chair, like an easy chair in this room?
Yeah, there's a pretty big chair. There's the desk chair, and then there's like a you know, in a hotel room you get that chair in the corner, that just weird chair. It's just a little bit bigger than the rest.
Yeah.
It's one of those.
Wall's gonna park himself on that chair and get comfy and sleep on that.
Yeah, you sit down, you get comfy. You kind of hear the wood creak under your weight, but it'll hold. It's
It has to hold.
It has to hold. I don't know what it's gonna do. What I'm gonna do if it doesn't. Yeah, you guys all let the stillness and the newfound silence lull you to sleep, and you guys all get a long rest. Now, what are your guys' wisdom scores?
Oh, joy.
Wisdom score.
Why do you-
16.
Why do you ask?
16?
What do
Okay.
you ask?
14.
14?
Actually, hold on.
Also
Yes,
14.
Same.
14, 14. Is
10.
that it? I think I got everybody. 16, 14, 14. Okay, cool. All right. So, oh, this sucks. So anybody with a 14,
Mhm.
you wake up and the first thing you feel is the damp air. You wake up, you turn around where you're sleeping, try and go back to sleep, but it's just too wet and it smells moldy and it's really hard to like get over. So you turn around, you look up, and you're not in the Silken Vale anymore. You are in a strange, like, almost like an infirmary. There are like several beds laid out here. Several of them are empty, and it's this purple room wrought in stone. You feel like you're underground, and anybody who has a wisdom score under 15 is no longer in the Silken Vale. Argentum.
Oh my god, no.
Yeah.
Bye.
Dude, what the fuck?
Bye.
Terrible timing.
You wake up, and your friends are all gone.
Hell, dude.
Bye. Bye again.
Stop.
Bye,
Not today, bro!
Bye bye.
Drama day for Argentum.
Why have you done this?
But can I ask,
Yes.
when we wake up, do we get a rest?
You do get the effects of a long rest. Yes.
Oh, Thank you. We're saved.
Yes.
Everything is right in the rope.
You feel rested. You feel ready to take on the day. But as you guys get up, you are in this fairly large room together. It's 20 by 20. There's a set of stairs that go down into a hallway. There is some noise on the outside of the hallway, some shuffling around, a very low hum, and one thing that really strikes you about this place is it's not really well cared for. This place looks like it is half in ruin, but the beds look relatively new. They don't feel like they're made out of, cotton or feathers or anything like that. There's something else that's in there. It's weird, but it feels unnatural. And that is when Phoenix, Zeph, Sunder, and Wall all wake up together, and you see each other as you rise from your rest.
Am I still on the easy chair?
You're in a chair.
It's
But
the
it
chair
seems
that
far
we-
too small for you.
Oh. Bye.
Where are we? What happened? Where are we?
Shit.
Your voice echoes.
Can I get up and take a look around
Yeah.
the room?
You get up, you take a look around.
Divine
Make a
sense immediately.
okay, divine sense. All right. First, we're gonna do a. You want to do an investigation check?
Sure.
Okay. Just
I
look in the
love
room.
Yeah.
God damn it!
You love
Hell
this is good.
yeah.
You were so
love them.
disoriented from being ripped from where you were in your sleep, in your dream. Is this real? You can't even differentiate nightmare from dream anymore. It's all these stories and what's happening to your friends. It all seems so surreal. You almost panic. And who said they wanted to do a
Divine sense.
divine sense? Okay. And how? What is 60 feet? Is that what it is?
60 feet. Fiends, celestials,
Okay.
undead, and anything touched by the hollow spell.
Okay. Goes through walls. Within 60 feet, there is nothing. There are no celestials. Within 60 feet, there are no fiends. There are no undead.
Oh
This
my
room
God.
seems to be safe.
Did you hear anyone come in last night?
No.
No.
Fuck.
Do we have
Did I-
all our equipment, by the way, or?
Yeah, you are stacked. Those of you that weren't wearing your armor, it was taken with you. All of your belongings are here as well. Any food or drink that you had in the room has been ported as well. You were just not in the room anymore. Literally everything that you came with is here. Everything's accounted for. You look through it a couple times. Yeah. Your armor's all here. Glaive, your rifle, Phoenix, your whip is safe in your own hands. You still probably wearing it.
Is there a way to discern if we have been transported magically, plane shifted?
Make an Arcana check.
Okay. 17.
He's quaking his
17?
Woo!
You are still on the material plane.
Damn it.
You haven't changed planes because you would know what that felt like.
Yeah.
But you sense through the both the combination of the dampness and then the smell of mold that you may be underground, but you are still on the material plane, and you were 100% transported via magical means. Very powerful magical means.
Those
us
with
a lot of
eyes, is there a way out? Is false wall, brick? Is there brick?
Everyone with eyes, you do indeed see one exit to the room, about 20 feet in the north, I guess if we're looking at isometrically, in the northeast direction, that leads out into a hallway.
There's a
To the
doorway.
northeast? Yeah, doorway to our 1 o'clock. Also, only real wall in here.
Where's Argentum?
They're
We
not
haven't
here.
seen them.
Seems they didn't make it.
That's so fucked.
It is.
We need to hurry.
We need to hurry.
Lead
Wall's
the way,
gonna want to
everyone.
go to the door.
Okay.
I'll follow behind.
Pretty sure we're all following.
Takes about 2 or 3 seconds for you to get out into the hallway, and you look down to your right, and about 40 feet down, the hallway is caved in with rubble and bricks and flagstones and dirt and roots, plant matter, all sorts of stuff. It even starting to leak a little bit of water. To your left, you see a purple glow that is coming from what looks to be a larger chamber. And it looks very familiar, not just to the wall, but Sunder. This looks like a portion of the Undercity that you may have explored before. You may have kind of cut through this area. You may have, had a shortcut. A fight, maybe one or two around here somewhere. But this wasn't a place that you trod often. This seems like it was just a means to get from one place to the other. But yeah, this is it seems like an old cathedral or an old religious building of some kind that has been since sapped of magic.
Can I ask if the bricks in the walls and like the way like the furniture is and everything, like just like the overall like landscape of this area, does it like kind of remind me of the underground area underneath the vaults?
Okay. Make a history check.
Yep. The duality of man.
It does. It's not exactly the same, but from the way that history has kind of built itself up in Lothlorian, and you and Sunder are both very familiar with the undercities and underground, underdark. This building style, this building type is very old. This architecture is very old. Almost 1,000 years old. This thing has been down here for a long time with layers and layers of Hmong and just other buildings on top of it that have been built into it. It's buildings that have fallen into it, trees that have grown out from it. This is an old ancient place.
Seems like we might still be in Yvbranca at least. Looks like the tunnel's under the vault.
This is definitely the Undercity. I've taken a few shortcuts down this area. But why are we down here is the real question.
How long is the gap ahead?
To your left, there's no other rooms that are here. This looks to be like a ceremonial sort of walkway, kind of like, the center aisle to a cathedral or something like that. There is ancient bits of fabric that are kind of tattered and weaved around the hallway itself. You can feel it under your feet, Ray. The sound bounces differently in here. It's about 150 feet to your left into the larger chamber.
That's the area where the walkway was caved in?
No. The cave-in is on the right. The larger chamber is to the left.
Okay. And the larger chamber isn't where we came from?
No, not where you came from. Where you came from is immediately behind you. There's this sort of like infirmary, I guess, area. It's just a room with beds. It doesn't really look like it served any other purpose. It doesn't look like there's anybody else's materials besides, decomposing books and scrolls, boxes and crates and things like that. Just detritus.
Could someone estimate how long the caved-in hallway is? Or is it just not traversable at all?
It doesn't look traversable. I mean, if the wall maybe, took a good hour or two to scrape it out and move rocks around, you may be able to fit someone small through. But whatever caved it in is pretty tectonic.
I would push on Wall to go to the bigger, whatever direction we can actually move in, to the bigger room, probably.
Yeah, the Wall's gonna start making his way towards I guess the glow is the only place we can go to?
Yeah, it's this faint purple glow from this area. It is the only area. There are doors, but as you try them, they are locked. When you run your shoulder into them, it seems like something is on the other side blocking them. And some of them just don't really even move in their lentil even. It's just like they're bound there. So you guys go towards the light, or?
Yeah, and the vine sense should still last for the while.
Okay.
So
as you are walking.
Yeah, we're moving and something comes into ping within 6.
How long does divine sense last? Is it a minute?
I think so. I believe so. Hold on, wait. Let's just say a minute. Yep.
Okay. As you guys are walking, you get about 50 feet, Zeph, before you are overcome by a wave of black purple energy coming from this chamber. It is at this point incorporeal. It has kind of filled the space in this chamber. That's what you get with your divine sense. You guys are walking. What is the walking order? I guess it's the wall. Then
Yeah,
maybe.
Wall's leading it.
I'd be
Okay.
behind wall.
Okay. Cool.
And the
Uh,
energy,
it-
was it Fiendish or Celestial or Undead?
Celestial.
Oh.
Celestial.
You get in,
Okay.
and your footsteps begin to reverberate into this chamber. And I am going to pull you guys over to the chamber in roll 20.
Oh my
Fun.
god.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Meow.
Oh, fun.
Uh-oh.
What the fuck? I just saw the full thing. Oh my
First of
Well,
all,
let me-
god.
I gotta
There's
grab your
cocoons
guys'
on the walls,
tokens.
bro.
People who make
Well, I gotta
maps
grab
on the internet, please stop making maps.
Please.
Good job. This is
Please.
great.
You've made enough maps.
I don't need to be here today, actually.
I'm gonna take away your map privilege. Fuck this.
So divine sense is just an action, so I'll mark 2 uses.
Okay.
So it only have lasted 6
Works.
seconds.
All right, cool. And as you get in, you are it's almost as though you're overcome. You're not flashbanged or anything crazy like that, but you are overcome by this ethereal energy that washes over your eyes, and it stings a little bit. There's like pressure. It kind of itches the back of your skull a little bit, and divine sense fades. And you guys find yourself. I'm gonna paste. Actually, I have to paste you guys. There you go. Paste you here. Argentum is not here. Nope. There you go. You guys are down.
Jeez, we are so small.
Can I make you bigger? Like, why are you so small?
There's a big ass
But you-
cathedral.
okay.
Okay, buddy, relax.
There you go. Yeah,
Hey,
that'll
that's
work.
all.
Beautiful. Okay, so you guys are here, and you get in, and it's almost exactly as you see it on the battle map. It is this strangely meticulously maintained ritual space, this cathedral that is coated in purple and white light, coming from the ceiling in indeterminate spots, but also these purple fiery braziers. You have the symbol of none other than Lolth on the altar itself up these stairs.
Oh,
And there is this purple pink resonating hum coming from these sheets of glass that are up here in the center. And on the walls all around you in the cave ceiling that is just, there's no light coming in. You aren't even close to the surface at this point. It's the only light is being supplied by these braziers and small sources. But you see the hum that you guys were hearing back in that other room is these cocoons on the ceilings and the walls vibrating intensely, almost as though they're full of bees or wasps or something. And you get this existential dread within your gut at the size of this, monolithic cathedral, at the intensity that these cocoons are buzzing, at the ominous black pit below you that there is, which there is seemingly no bottom. What do you guys do?
shit. Did mommy call you home? What's with this decor?
We are on the material plane still, so we are nowhere close to where Loth would be.
Have I seen
Unless
this
there's a
place
celestial
before,
in
DM?
here.
Have you what? Say it again.
Have I seen this place before? Or have I been through
You
here?
have, but it wasn't done up like this. So when you did, it was just like, oh, okay, this is just another, block in the Undercity that is lost to time. There were no stained glass panels with Lolth and depictions of spider iconography or anything from her church or religion. There were no purple lit braziers. The main thing you were concerned about was not falling into the blackness underneath of you. You're good at that. So no, this was nothing that was mapped or preordained. You just kind of, you've been here, but it was black and inky and hard to remember.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna start working up here. This is the only way, basically, we could have walked anyway. Right?
Mhm.
This is the only
Okay.
entrance. You have these
Well,
other two
as-
pathways, but
As much as I'd like to stick around and explore here, might be for the best that we try to find a way out first.
Quietly, something brought us here.
Correct. And this is under the city, which is going to hatch a bunch of grinders tomorrow.
You think Mama's boy could have something to do with this?
I don't think so.
Wall's gonna go to the edge of this walkway and peer down.
okay. Make an investigation check.
I'm gonna roll a 1, and he will trip and fall to his death.
Yep, it's black. A 13.
Oh wait, I rolled with advantage.
Oh, okay.
So it'd be a 3.
You walk up, and the weight of one of your one of your boots breaks off a little piece of stonework, and it falls. You don't hear it hit the bottom.
Oh. Yeah, we should probably be careful around the edges.
I wouldn't stare too long. I might stare back at you.
Yes. Perhaps you are correct.
All right, from
Nothing wrong.
here, we're gonna cut back to Argentum.
Oh no.
Hi.
I'm
Drama.
fine. I'm totally fine.
Trauma.
You wake up from a fairly restful slumber. You feel the sun coming through the window on your face. Very welcome warmth to this, like, the cold that is the getting to be the late winter. And you look around in the room, and nobody's here. The door is closed and locked. Your stuff has all been disappeared.
Are you fucking kidding me? They will check the bathroom to see if Zephyriel is still in there. And if that fails, they'll go downstairs to look for them to see if there's any trace of them.
You go into the bathroom, and there is a towel that Ray was using as a blanket last night, but no sign of them. And you quickly rush downstairs in a bit of a panic, and the guards wake up. They're moving around a little bit hungover. It seems they stayed the night there. And the shade moves its head form towards you and looks at you.
Have you seen my companions at all this morning? Did they leave?
He shakes his head in like an X shape.
Do you know if they are with the lady of the establishment?
He holds his head down, seemingly in thought. He raises his hand and points to your guys' room.
Understood. I appreciate it. They will dart back upstairs, back into the bathroom, and start sprinting as fast as their legs will carry them down the steps and down through the tunnels.
Through the tunnels into Zyra's apothecary that she has set up, her sort of her own little bat cave. And there is a note next to all of her lambics and mortars and pestles and boilers and flasks, just sitting there on parchment, stabbed into the wood itself of the table with a hair needle.
They will pick it up and read it.
Pick it up, and it says, "We have left for the Undercity. Join us when you can. Zyra and Kelly."
Fucking Christ! Ah! I'm so stressed. It's great. It's great. It's so good. Oh my gosh. Okay,
Argentum will. Fine, I suppose I'm doing this myself then. And they will try to follow the path that Kelly took previously to start heading back down into the tunnels. Because
Make an investigation check with advantage.
You got it,
You're
buddy.
you're a mystery author.
I
think
sure
you can
am.
follow someone's footsteps.
Gosh, I sure hope so. It's a fucking investigation, investimagoot, boop. Dash of 14, baby.
Yeah, the floor itself is kind of like a combination of planks and dirt, just to kind of give it some stability. But curiously, the only thing on the ground that has been disturbed is this very thin, ornate rug that is in the dead center of the room, and it looks like it may be attached to something, but it is skewed in a very strange way that looks like it wouldn't be disturbed by any sort of feet.
They'll pull it back and see if they can figure out how the hell to get down these tunnels.
You pull the rug back. Make a strength check.
Haha! I'm so
Strength
good at
check
those.
for a rug. That's crazy.
That's bad. It was a 7.
A 7?
Yeah.
You needed a 5.
Oh, fucking street! Thank God.
So you grab the rug itself and you. Something is way heavier than a rug underneath of this thing. And you pull it back and throw it back. This wooden pallet structure that has been kind of taped and tacked to the rug itself falls back. A few critters go out, a rat or two, and it is dark down there. But there is a ladder and inky blackness.
Do I have
Yep.
a torch or anything? No. I have sexy little eyeballs that can't see in the dark, but
Can't see without glasses either.
Yep. Yeah, glasses ain't gonna help me in the inky blackness. All right, we're going down in the dark. Let's fucking go.
Okay.
Fuck it, we wall.
You get to walk. I don't know how long it'll be. Maybe a mile or so in my shoes.
You
I was
descend.
gonna say.
You descend the ladder for what feels like minutes. 10 minutes. It just keeps going into the darkness. Every now and again, you see a centipede crawl on your hand. You hear a fly, bug, whatever getting close to you. Just focus. Just focus. This is your fear, right? Make a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, you got it, buddy. It's on normal, no advantage. Boop. That's a 9, buddy.
Oh.
I die down here.
You don't take any damage, but you are overwhelmed with anxiety and fear. It is almost too much to bear. For just a second, you stop on the ladder. But you swiftly regain your composure and begin descending once more. We cut back to boys in the cathedral.
Could I sneakily move deeper into this chamber down the hallway and then use divine sense once more to see if I can get a specific ping on where this celestial energy is coming from?
Yeah. You get closer, you get you get about right there.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, I'll move closer.
it seems like the celestial energy is gone.
He quacked.
This is just a terrible day, dude. I don't know. I'm freaking out. Can I sneak? Can I sneak around?
Yeah, make a stealth check.
Shit. Because it wouldn't matter if they have the Eye of Lol. Let me make that stealth check. Is it? We got a +1, not advantage, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
So add 1 to this.
21.
That's actually.
Yeah.
I think it's actually just 20. I already added the 1. We're good.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. yeah, you feel as though if there is anything in this room that you can't see, it can't see you.
Oh, and that, I guess. Fuck! Someone help! What do we do? Where do we go?
I don't know. Is there
I
any
guess
other
let's
way
do-
out of this chamber that you have seen? Or rather, that you feel?
I feel that there was a celestial here, and now they're gone.
Maybe that's the guy we were supposed to meet up with.
Is Veyron isn't a celestial, is he? I think he's a fiend.
Wall's gonna go up here and survey the area.
Coming from your mama,
Okay.
definitely a fiend.
Make whoever wants to in this area here, make an investigation check.
Cool.
Bet.
I'll join in and
15.
feel around and listen.
15,
3.
17.
Another
Three.
3.
1.
Natural
Okay.
one. I mean, it makes
Okay.
sense. What
Juzo.
am I investigating, dude?
The second Sunder gets up to right here. Your keen ears that have been honed after years of running and traversing the Undercity with Kelly pick up a peculiar sound that doesn't necessarily sound like a creature. It sounds humanoid. It sounds rhythmic. It sounds armored. And it's slowly coming from this stairway.
Which stairway?
This way up here. It's in the northwest.
Oh, okay. Guys, I think something's coming. I don't know if you guys hear it, but
Nice. Perhaps we pick one of these two and skedaddle.
everybody
Still don't know where
wants
Argentum is.
to by all means.
All right, everybody left.
Left. Sure.
Gets closer. The metal hits the floor harder. The feet fall with conviction. And suddenly, a hand,
Oh,
about the size of the walls,
Oh,
grips the corner of this stairway, and this creature pulls itself from the darkness.
never
And
mind.
you see. Hold on a sec.
You see John Cena!
He's gonna fucking tell us it's like a
John Cena's not as big as the
minotaur
wall.
or some shit.
What the hell? That is 4 squares.
This large
Fuck are you?
Goliath and the wall. Something feels very wrong.
No.
Very, very wrong.
Oh,
You get a
no.
very good look at him underneath the purple light of the brazier, and suddenly all of it starts to connect for you. You see a mountain of gray muscle, his form draped in a fully intact brown bear pelt, itself coated in glowing green runes. Sharp claws and teeth from this pelt rattle with every one of their ragged breaths as they take in half breaths. In rough hewn furs adorned with myriad casting bones and charms and trinkets and baubles that clink with every step and shiver with every movement in the purple-pink light. His immense frame, built to break and crush, exudes a raw, primordial power. Yet his stance and how he holds himself is one of unyielding honor and strength and stoicism. His gaze locked into the middle distance, but slowly begins to fall to your one eye, which then reveals a focused grimace of his. A soft purple glow outlines smooth, chiseled features. His tribal markings feel sharp on your eyes, and his eyes, very intense, cast an ethereal pink glow. This is the Banner, but not as you know him.
I wouldn't happen to smell an undead, would I?
Did you cast Divine Sense?
Well, I certainly will if he's. Oh, wait, hold on. Within 60 feet? He
That's
is!
Exactly 60.
I wonder if he's within 60 feet.
Wall's
Just burning through these divine senses.
gonna freeze up at the sight of the banner.
Does he look like he's like willing to negotiate, or if it's his face is just like I'm gonna beat these guys.
He gnashes his teeth in very strange muscular twitches. Well, this is not the banner that you saw die on the battlefield.
Wall's gonna like
Slowly.
try to call out, but his voice is like very weak, uncharacteristically
Hold on.
so.
Is he
He's
getting? Is he like? Am I watching him walk?
Yeah, he's walking down.
No, we're not watching him walk.
Oh, shit!
I use my bonus action to cast Hex.
You cast Hex?
Yep.
Okay. You
Did I get
see-
anything with divine sense?
Oh, yeah. The wave crashes into the banner, and it returns a sickening green ping. This is an undead. Of what type you're not sure, but this is no natural humanoid.
Ask questions later, dipshit. Oh God, this is really bad. 2 now ones in a row.
2 that ones in a row.
Oh, no.
I'm like
Okay.
trying to quickly
So-
fire and run backwards.
You hex, and that works. You hex, and there's a small symbol that appears on his forehead. He winces a little bit, not necessarily in pain, more annoyance. You raise your rifle and take aim. He takes his fist and punches the bolt into the glass as it makes contact with his fist. And starts to crack the pink glass beneath him, releasing a strange pink gas into the room very slowly.
I take a step back.
Am I still hidden? Is he perceiving? I don't
Doesn't
know.
seem to have. Roll another stealth check.
Sure. Can I actually move behind the wall and say, whatever this thing is, it's undead. It's not alive.
Wall doesn't respond. He's just staring at the banner.
And the banner is staring back at the wall. Every now and again, he'll twitch in some primal fury, but it looks like he's not approaching you guys any further. He's just here. And Phoenix. No, that doesn't happen yet. Actually, we're gonna cut back to Argentum.
Okay.
Dude, like, perfect timing. It's right after Wall told the story. Are you guys in cahoots?
In cahoots, bro.
But the darkness is all around you and consuming. It's 5 or 6 minutes. Every now and again, you'll pass a mine shaft that's too small for you to crawl through, too small for you to walk or make any sort of ingress. But you see, slowly coming into view, after about 10 minutes of descent, your hands are beginning to quake with fatigue. Your biceps and your forearms are starting to barely be able to hold on. And you see light spilling into the shaft, and a wave of relief comes over you as you finally make contact with the ground. Just dirt around you with wood shoring, keeping everything up, making sure that it's fine. But this looks like an old abandoned mine shaft. How long abandoned, you're not sure. There's mine tools scattered hither and yon. Every now and again, you get a bucket, you get rags, some old clothes, a skeleton. But this stretch goes down 300, 400 feet to where you can't quite see the end of the tunnel.
I will take a deep breath and just say aloud, just, Valkyrie, be with me now. As they take some unsteady but quick steps that quickly turn into a run as they just start running full tilt down the hall.
Yeah, you get up to a speed, and every now and again you trip on a pickaxe, but you don't go down. Every now and again you kick a bucket, but you don't go down. You are able to fix yourself and right yourself with all the conviction and resolve that you are able to muster, and knowing you cannot do what you want to do without the help of the people who disappeared from you. This is your shot. And after about 2 or 3 minutes of running physically and mentally, you are spat out. Let me go get your pog, actually.
Pog.
Oh, perfect.
We're pogging, y'all.
Big poggin.
Oh, you're actually really small. Oh, we would have met up with you if we ran that way.
Correct. And you see yourself, this large purple chamber, meticulously maintained, or at least magically so, and you see Phoenix across the bridge on a higher level than you, about 10 feet up. You see like his clothes and the top of his head, and you see the top of Sunder's head, Zeph's, and the walls. You can't see the banner.
You assholes.
You hear that? Is it close enough?
Yeah, you hear it.
I can hear.
You fucking left me?
Not by
What
choice.
did I
You
bring?
didn't
I
go
told you.
down.
We got sent here. We woke up
in a room.
Stupid hole. Could you
What?
join us?
Yeah, we didn't wake up in the Silken Veil. We woke up in a room just not far from here.
5 steps out, it's this guy.
How could we... Was the door still locked when you left?
Was it?
Yes.
We don't
I
have
mean,
the key if
yes.
it was. How could we have left?
I don't
Use
fucking
your brain.
know. Oh.
What did I say?
Oh, fuck.
Son of a bitch.
And out of nowhere, plumped on a makeshift fainting couch for a creature that's probably 2 or 3 times his size, if not more, is good old, lovable Veyron.
Studio audience goes wild.
Oh, I should have known.
Yes, you should. Come here.
Hmm.
And you feel yourself become weightless, Argentum,
Whoa.
as you were pulled from your belly button immediately next to the wall. And you! Oh boy, do I have a present for you. And he swirls his finger around, and you too, Phoenix, are pulled by your belly button up to the top
Great.
of this small landing.
Great.
Well, are you ready to play a game? It's about to start. I see you've met a few of my pieces already. Vanna, and you hear as he raises his double-bearded axe to the ceiling. Look familiar, Wall?
Does he?
Wall doesn't even acknowledge Veyron. He opened his other eye, by the way, as soon as Banner was in view.
Oh shit.
He's been staring at him, trembling slightly, and he still hasn't said anything.
The game starts. You all have decided to meddle in my plans more than I could account for. I gave you chances. I did. Our card Zephyriel, I gave you both a chance to work with me. Our goals and motives are the same, Zeph. Your reformed Church of Lolth will slowly become the Church of Veyron. After weeks of indoctrination, after one or two enslaved communities, people will begin to get with the program, yes? You and I, Zeph, in society, we, especially in Menzo Branson, we were cast out, thrown to the gutter. I'll be honest, I'm surprised to find a Lolth acolyte that is both male and not a drow. That's power, Zeph. That is what I need. Now, if you would like to join me, now is your chance. I can offer you redemption. I can offer you material things, of course. But there is something I have that nobody else will ever be able to get you. Has my mother been speaking to you lately? She tends to speak to... Well, she doesn't talk to me as much as I'd like.
Okay.
Yes?
Could I?
Come on, you can speak.
This is bad.
Could I take the book out
Sure.
and look into it to see if it has any new paragraphs, but kind of like behind walls back as he's speaking?
You can try. Yeah, you can try.
Sure.
You take the book out. Make a stealth check. He's looking right at you.
I know. I'm trying to use walls and big friend. I got a 16.
16? Oh, you found it, didn't you? I'll take that. It flies from your hands. Ah, yes. Direct line to my mother. This will come in handy. He puts it behind him. Now, do you want to come quietly, or do we have to get a little messy?
May I ask you a question before
You
we
may.
proceed? Why take them? To what end? You knew I would not work with you. I made that very clear.
Slowly walks up to you guys, and he gets about a foot away from your face. Because I wanted to see how strong you truly were. And you live. And in this, he turns around, walks back, broken state that you do live in, you can be reborn. Isn't that right, Zephyriel? Through trials, we grow and become more of the person we were meant to be. The teachings of the Reformed Church of Lolth, correct?
I see. After your first failed attempt to get to me, you've started doing your research.
I always do my research.
So, what are you offering? You want me to be your little guy? And then you'll what? Not make us fight the zombie?
He disappears. He reappears behind you with a hand on your shoulder.
That was very extra.
I offer you a seat at the table for the end of all things. You can dictate policy. You can lead armies. You can meditate. However you wish to spend the end of days, the eternity of eternities, the beginning of oblivion, I give you this chance. Because you managed to steal my mother's whip. And that, in and of itself, is an incredible accomplishment, my friend. Of course,
Steal.
if you don't come with me, I will have to take it from you. You don't want that, do you?
Assuming you even could. So let me
No.
get this straight. You offering me high seas on your religion? You said the end of all things.
The end of all things, but the beginning of everything. The end of what you know, and the beginning of what can be.
You want to take Lolth's spot before she passed the Iron Fist of the society?
Zephyriah, my mother, is just a personal grudge. The first of many. I aim to murder a pantheon. And your friend is next. He looks at Phoenix. So I offer you the same thing. A strong acolyte of mine. Or I kill you today. I can't do that. Don't test me. I'm having fun. Tonight is a party! After all, he disappears and reappears back on his fainting couch.
Well,
I'm going
Has-
to, while you respond to him, I'm just going to whisper to Wall and put my hand on his back. Are you here?
All Zephyriel can hear is the Wall very softly mumbling, "I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry," over and over and over again.
Argentum's gonna take his hand. Just quietly, not saying anything.
well, listen. I don't know what deal you struck with these two, but working for you, I just can't do that.
Are you sure? This is the last chance.
Even if I wanted to, I couldn't. So, how about you tell us about the game instead?
The game? Oh, yes. The game. It's my turn, isn't it? I would like to move. Yes? Here you go. And next to him,
What the fuck?
Huh?
to his left, coming from the stairway to the northeast, walks out you.
Wait, what the hell?
This, and he looks, Veyron looks at the rest of the party. Well, you already know, Phoenix. But this is also Phoenix. He smiles and his canines gleam in the purple light. Other Phoenix begins to descend the stairway. Now, I can tell your friends right now why there's two of you. Or we go to the city of Dis, do a little paperwork, negate your contract with Ipswich, and you join me. Same rules, different powers, but you get to play on my team.
Why are the two of me? I say this out loud.
What did you say, sir?
I said, wait, why are the two of me? And just like quietly, under my breath. Like maybe only Argentum and Sunder would be able to hear me.
Yeah, Argentum's looking at you like,
Huh?
what do you mean, why? You do not
Argentum.
Mm.
Let me just give me a second. He pulls out a book from underneath of the couch, flips through it, and says, "Yes. Reflections speak in silent tones of choices made of hearts alone. To lie, to cheat, to steal away, or be the truth at break of day. In every heart the battle is clear. Two voices speak, both far and near. One calls virtue, steadfast, free. The other calls dark decree. That ring any bells? Well, it should. He wrote it.
Nursery rhyming about, huh? What's going on?
Why do you ask?
You wrote this passage.
And?
It, now, I've read all of your books,
Fan.
I'm flattered.
and it smacks of... Oh, you gotta find the fucking... There it is.
It smacks.
It's page 200, Murder upon the Sword Mountains. That poem written by the vampire bard, who is later revealed to be a very powerful warlock with a very powerful patron. Regardless, you want to know why there is two here? Oh, Phoenix. This is you, but not you. This is you from the night you went away, and who you became. They are just like you in every way, except they have been trained every day of their life to kill you. And the other Phoenix opens his mouth, looks at you, and says, "Your days are numbered, and this shadow grows ever closer. Soon, with Veyron's blessing, there will be no place to hide, no alley to turn into, no person to be you. When I find you, and I will, your screams will be the last thing you hear as me, the darkness, consumes you. Your end is inevitable, and I'm gonna be there way faster than you think."
Wow, I sound kind of sexy.
You always
That's the
do.
first thought that
darling.
comes to mind.
I'll be honest, guys, I have no idea. But from what it seems, he's trying to say this is me if I joined him, which means it's probably just an illusion.
Like an illusion, if that's the case.
Do I have an action here?
Yeah, you have an action, sure.
I'm
What would you like to do?
I'm just gonna shoot him.
You're gonna shoot Phoenix?
Just to find out if he's real, yeah.
Sure, go ahead, make an attack.
He would do that to me.
Start the fight.
19. Hits me.
A 19 hits.
Yeah, it hits me. 10.
A 10?
Mhm.
You ready your rifle. You aim down the barrel, and you see his face staring back at you. Blank. And you fire where you hit him.
I mean, if he's not gonna move, I'll just hit him like, center mass.
Center mass.
Making sure he's hit.
You back him up against the glass. He falls, and this ancient glass cracks just a little bit more.
And then I will use repelling blast as well.
Okay, then you knock him back into the wall here. And he gets back up and whips out his own rifle and aims it at you. And Veyron says, ah. Not yet.
There's no
Not
way.
until I hear him say it. And suddenly, everybody hears. And coming out of this alleyway.
Who's next on the nightmare
Kelly.
blunt rotation?
Kelly!
Kelly shows up.
Why is he big?
Hold on. Why is he big?
Lord
you
Kelly.
all got to be kind of big, I guess. Hold on, I can make him smaller. I'm sorry.
I was like, oh no, it's his Kelly.
Oh no, it's not the real
Okay.
Kelly.
Kelly runs in and says, "You son of a bitch!" and jumps up to the top level.
Huh?
Lester comes in behind him. Kelly readies his crossbow, Katarina's regards, right at Veyron's forehead and says, "You killed my wife, you son of a bitch!" And he fires. Let's see. A 10 does not hit.
Nope.
Veyron looks at him. "Oh, you again." And he bats away the crossbow bolt, stands up, brushes himself off, and walks down the stairs. Okay, at this point, I'll give you guys time to do something if you want. I mean, you guys can interrupt me anytime, just so you know.
Are we just gonna stand here, guys? What's happening?
Yeah, okay, hold on. It's a tense moment and I need to think. Jesus Christ, dude.
Well, if he's not going to shoot back
Yeah.
at me.
Of course he's not gonna shoot back at you.
Veyron
He's
looks at
been
Kelly and
on the-
says, "I'm going to be with you once and for all." Okay. Raises his finger and it turns black and says, "Arshnachta!"
Oh God.
Black beam comes from his finger, and you guys see it almost in slow motion cascade across the pink underlit floor and hits Kelly square in the chest and knocks him into the wall. There's a hole the size of a bowling ball in Kelly's chest. He can't draw any breath.
Move, everybody,
Whoa.
move! I'm gonna shoot my guy, at this guy, who's
You're gonna
coming
shoot
up
at
to...
Veyron.
Yeah.
Okay. Do it. Go ahead.
Do something. 19.
19 does not hit. He deflects the bolt one more time. "I'm waiting for you to say it." And he leans over and grabs Kelly by the scruff of the neck and holds him up. "Do you join me, or do you refute me?" Third time's the charm. Kelly is actively, profusely bleeding. It doesn't look like there's any real hope for him at this point. He grabs at Veyron's claws that are slowly digging into his chest, and he looks at you guys with a pained expression. And you just hear, "You gotta go. You gotta run. Run."
Hearing Kelly speak, Sunder's skin goes pale and he freezes up, seeing his friend like that.
Do I join you, or do I refuse you? Well, I mean, it seems you already got one of me. You don't need two. I'm going to... Do I have an action here?
You got an action.
Cool. I'm gonna say... There's only one person I pledge my allegiance to. And for them, I'll plunge the world into darkness. And I will cast Bane on... let's see, 2 of them, right? Let me see. 3. All 3 of them.
Okay. All right. What's the save?
Can I do something at the exact
It's
same
a
time?
spell DC 15
15. Okay.
against charisma saving throw.
Okay.
Could I move at the same time?
Yes.
Or does this have to happen first?
You can. Let's let this happen first. So this is just Bane, right?
Yeah, Bane.
Okay. All right. So this is Veyron's roll. Ooh!
Ooh!
You got a new.
Good.
That's why we rolled on the board.
Really
That's why we
good.
rolled on the fucking board, bro.
Really
He's
good.
Baned. He is baned.
Oh shit!
Could I move?
Ah! Can you what?
Could I make a move and afterwards now?
Yeah, go for it.
Other
Okay,
two as well.
seeing with Veyron having moving into range, I'm going to move here and have all 3 of them in 30 feet. I'm broadcasting that, right? Yeah. 30 feet and just say, if your goal is to take out a pantheon, isn't that you included? And then I'm going to use Conquering Presence. Again, channel divinity here. And all 3 of them. Fuck, do I hit wall 2 to try and snap him out of it? Probably not. I'll just say all 3 of them.
I mean, you
have to
could
make-
definitely try.
I don't know if that would even. I don't know if that would help or not.
It's up to you.
Yeah, if I could take Wall's attention away for just a second, I'll have him also roll the wisdom save to be frightened.
Okay.
So all of them except for Kelly and then the other guys have to roll.
I will roll the 2 dudes. I'll roll Phoenix and Banner off the table, but I'll roll Veyron on the table.
Yeah.
Does Bane affect
Okay.
my saving throws?
It affects
Yes, minus
yeah.
D4.
Okay, fucking.
And
So this is Veyron's.
Yep.
Phoenix fails, by the way.
yep, nice.
Nice.
28 minus 1d4 probably doesn't matter, but we'll do it anyway.
Man,
Minus 1, so 27 passes.
for sure.
Wait, I mean, all 3 of them are Bane. I mean, unless they both passed.
They both passed I did the Bane and everything too. So
Okay,
or sorry,
I mean-
Phoenix failed.
So how many of them are Bane?
They're all
affects the-
baned.
Oh, they're all Bane. Nice.
I'm just talking about the presence.
Okay. In that case, only one of them passed the Conquering Presence?
Yes.
Wait, what am I rolling?
Is wisdom.
saving throw.
I will Silvery Barbs it. Does that work?
Silvery bars,
Saving throw, yeah.
What?
Veyron?
Whoever makes the... Did Veyron make the saving throw?
I don't think he's rolled the other 2 yet.
No, not yet. I'm rolling the other 2 off the table. This is for the intimidating presence or whatever, the monster's presence.
Yeah, Wall didn't make it.
Wall
failed it.
Okay,
So
Let me see.
three
Hold
is
on.
18,
So
and
Veyron needs to roll it again, and I was going to give the wall advantage, actually. 'cause Wall
Silvery
gets-
Barbs is on an attack that you hit, right?
It's
So somebody gets hit by an attack.
ability check or saving throw when they succeed it.
Oh, okay, cool. So he has to roll again,
Yep. And they take the new result.
and I only use Bane once a turn, right?
This is this no it still applies because this is still a saving
Nat
throw.
20.
Great.
Jesus. Well, you
Fuck.
gave Wall advantage, right? So
Yes, and Wall gets advantage for this one.
Hey, there we
nat
go.
20.
Sick.
I don't actually know if
You guys
Two
are-
nat 20s in a row. Jesus.
So Veyron takes Kelly's body, and as he gets closer, and you try and use your conquering presence against him, but he actively just walks through it and walks up to you and throws your friend over towards Sunder and says, "One last chance."
While all this is going on, Argentum would like to create a mind link with Kelly.
Okay.
Since
Sure.
he, you know, you can't really do the
He
speaking thing.
slides to Sunder's feet, limp.
In Kelly's mind, they'll say, Kelly, darling, what do you wish for us to do? Because this could get bad very quickly. Tell me exactly what you need.
You can. And then you hear this in your head. You see nothing happening on his face. You can bring me and my wife back. Let me go. I want to be with her.
I understand.
So, the other 2, Big Phoenix and Banner, didn't get frightened, or did they?
Phoenix is frightened. Banner is not.
Fuck. God damn it.
I think with a nat 20 on the wisdom save, seeing this presence that
Sure.
Zephyr conjured would snap the wall out of his trance, I would say. And he's like looking at Kelly and then at Big Phoenix and then back to Banner and then to Veyron. and he's just breathing like his breath gets heavier and heavier. And he's gonna grab his glaive and just charge straight at Veyron.
Okay.
Giving biggest fucking war cry ever.
Okay. He turns to you and smiles. Make an attack.
Finally, yes!
Yes!
That's our boy.
17 does not hit.
Nope.
He, as you come down with the glaive, he reaches out with one hand and with minimal effort, he grabs your glaive and looks at it. Ah, you were the one that had the sword of the Silver Sister, weren't you? Wall? He grabs the glaive.
Wall isn't responding, he's just breathing heavily as he's like trying to drive the glaive further in.
He is going to make a strength check to try and disarm you. That is 12? Okay. Make a contested strength check, please. Or athletics, whichever one is higher.
Athletics is higher, so I will do that.
19.
19.
Okay. He grabs the blade from you, and you can see it as he's holding it. It is cauterizing his hand. It is burning his hand as he's holding it and looking at it. And now he is going to make an attack on you with it.
Ooh.
Oh, wait, no. That's... Okay. 21 hit?
21 does hit.
Okay, what's your glaive's damage? Because he's not really proficient in glaives.
It's 1d10 plus 5.
Okay.
So he doesn't get the bonus.
Yeah, he doesn't get the +1 because he's not aligned with his god. 14 points of piercing damage as he rears back with the glaive and gives you a wide smile and plunges it into your right side before dropping it and walking back over to Zeph.
All right, all right, all right. Cease the theatrics. You want me to join me? You want me to join you? Give me
Yes.
reason here. Leave the pawns behind, all of them, Kelly included, and I'll leave with you.
To this Seth.
Zephyrion.
So, so, I leave, dismiss my pieces. Won't you come with me? Simple as this.
Sometimes you should exchange a pawn for a knight.
I knew I liked you. Sure. Even though, and he leans over to whisper into your ear, I don't think you know what I'm capable of. Yes, go ahead. You can leave. Yes, go on. Yes, back into the whatever you were, the caves or something. Yes, just leave us alone for a second. Phoenix looks at other Phoenix. Daggers. Turns around and walks back up the stairs. Okay.
Wall's gonna reach out towards Banner as he watches him walk away.
Oh. My pieces are gone, Zeph. You have but one move. What gambit do you employ? Chessmaster?
No, Gambit.
I'm waiting.
What?
You said we would have to leave. Correct? Something about paperwork?
Yes, we will. He looks confused, quizzically so. We go to the 9 circles of hell and get your contract prepared. Why?
Then what are you waiting for? Let's go.
Kelly leans over to Sunder and grabs his clothing and pulls him down to the ground.
Thunder. The gas. Cyrus gas. Break the glass.
And the visual of Sunder, he's had tears streaming down his face this entire time. He gets up after hearing Kelly. I would like to use one of my darts of a dozen fists.
Let's
to see if
fucking
I can
go!
break- See if I
Okay.
can break the glass.
Okay, cool. Make an attack on the glass. I will give you advantage because we've cracked it several times due to fighting on the glass.
Okay.
I've been shooting all day at this glass.
True. Real shit.
Come on,
Let's
buddy.
see. Can I have advantage? Perfect. I'll roll twice. Actually, I don't need to roll twice. I can just do this. 23.
23 hits. Roll damage.
Fucking perfect.
Just so we're clear, hold
5.
on. Is it this glass with the crack in it already, right there
Yeah, this one.
on the floor?
That's that Veyron is standing
floor.
on.
Yeah. All right. So you guys see, almost as though it was like coming from nowhere near you, this white hot dart start to crack the already pretty big fissures in this ancient glass that Veyron is standing on. He looks down. What is this? He Duskflower pollen. No! He disappears. And the glass breaks, caves in. You hear chunks of it hit the ground, and this pink plume of smoke and particulate comes from underneath the glass and fills the top area of the cathedral. Slowly, these vibrating husks that were causing a deep hum throughout the entire cathedral begin to neutralize and slow down. And you could swear it was just normal rhythmic breathing coming from these cocoons. Veyron appears up here and says, "You've broken my trust, Zeph. You were this close, but now I have to kill you all." Everybody make a dex save.
Dex saving throw. Fireball.
I didn't break it.
Fireball.
Fireball.
You said deck save?
Yeah, dex save.
Dang,
Ew,
look at
what
these
are
rolls.
these deck saves?
Oh, okay.
That's how you do it.
What do you mean? You're like at the 19.
All right.
I got a 19.
Okay, cool. So you guys are going to take.
Huh?
That's 3. That is how many? 8, 9, 10, d6.
Great.
We were joking about Fireball before, Jonah. We were joking.
Fireball.
We were joking.
We were joking.
Y'all take 40 points of fire damage, except Zeph, who saved.
That takes half.
As a reaction.
Take half. Okay.
Oh boy. I will use Stone's Endurance to reduce
Okay.
damage
No,
dealt
please
to me
God, use Stone's Endurance.
by 1d12 plus 3.
Okay, yeah,
You know
roll that.
what? We're gonna add on to that because I'm also gonna use a reaction and I'm gonna hellish rebuke him.
Okay, sure.
So I'm taking
Why not?
8 less damage.
8 less than that, so that's like 32.
32, yeah.
And then you will hellish rebuke, you said?
Yes.
Or you have to roll to hit that, I think? Yeah?
I believe I do. Let me see.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to.
Nat 20! Let's go!
Ah!
Okay, yeah. You hit him, and roll damage.
But you know what's fucking perfect? 18.
18. Okay, as he launches the fireball, he has a sense of, yes, it's done. And then suddenly, 3 beams of your own personal little fireball comes out of the cloud of smoke that settles after the fireball explodes and hits him square in the face. The singes begin to repair themselves, and his skin begins to mold itself over once more. He looks at you. What are you guys? What's the deal down there? Are you guys?
I'm done.
Kelly's dead.
I can't
He's-
do anything.
His body tumbles to the ground here.
Did I take any damage? Or
Take
did I
half.
save and take none? Sorry.
You take half. You took 20 points of fire damage.
Okay, then I'm still standing.
I mean, I was at 22, and now I'm taking 32 damage, so I'm at negative 10 health.
I am
Uh,
also-
Where's the
You're
where's the
unconscious.
where's the impact point of the fireball?
It's right here. Just right on top
Okay.
of y'all.
So I guess Wall's gonna get flung. Like he sees it, like the fireball coming, and like by instinct he like hardens his like he tenses his body for the impact.
Right.
But after what he just saw, he closes his eyes and kind of just lets it happen.
Hmm.
So
You
he
get
is
flown back a few feet.
flung back, I guess over here onto the ground
Okay.
and doesn't move.
Zeph, are you the only one standing?
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure
Oh
it's
fuck,
going
that's awesome.
up.
Everybody,
Wow.
You bitch!
and everybody else is unconscious, yeah?
Yeah, we're all
Yep.
unconscious.
Okay. He walks up to you through the flames and gets within inches of your face and says, "No more courtesies. I'll be seeing you very soon." And he fades into the gas with the wind. And it is empty in this cathedral at this point. And that, I think, is where we're going to call tonight.
God damn!
I knew it was coming. I
Oh.
knew it was
Kill
coming.
me, dude.
Yeah, guys.
If Veyron was kind of like dropping the ball last session, he picked it up and dunked it this one.
Yeah, I mean, you pissed him off, and I want to be
definitely
nice
was
to you
playing around.
guys. But he
To be
really doesn't
fair,
want to.
we've been memeing on this dude all the time, so I'm very happy that he like is like proving himself to be a genuine threat.
Yeah, now he's just like, the gloves are off, guys.
Yeah.
You've
that,
fucking
that
fine.
did it. That did
You're
it.
playing chicken with a god.
yeah.
The joke of fireball has gone on long
Your
enough.
Honor, I thought it'd be funny.
Fireball.
Oh man.
Fuck, man, I'm not high
Okay.
enough level for this shit.
No.
You're not.
No.
He has like a plus 12 to everything, and anything that he doesn't have a plus 12 in is higher. Like,
Dude, but the only one standing?
yeah, that was kind of cool, actually. Like,
Yeah, that was
obviously, I don't
so
plan for that shit. That's sick.
I think Zephyriel just
Dramatic.
like, or not, he can't even look at him, just kind of like stared
Oh,
at him
God.
blindly,
Next session's gonna be full
showing
of trauma.
little weakness
Next session.
on the
Yeah.
outside.
I mean, this session was full of it. Next session's gonna be more full of it because Kelly's dead.
Yep.
I
Sunder's
Yep.
gonna be so torn. Oh no.
can picture it now. Zeph is like, maybe I just haul all these corpses out of here, or I just gotta leave them here.
Gotta let natural selection do its work and see who passes their death saves.
Quote me last session. Maybe we can just leave it.
Maybe we
I
can
mean-
just leave.
To be fair, someone else didn't show up. Someone who was supposed to be with Kelly, no?
That's
Zyra did
true.
Not, but
So-
it gotta-
Zyra
Where
was
you
there.
at?
Zyra did
Oh,
have
no.
the gas deployed though, which
I was gonna say,
was,
saved us our shit, man.
Yeah, she
If
did.
it
her
wasn't for the
job.
gas, I think we would all be dead right now.
So wait,
So really pop out.
is this why you suggested we can just leave? Because we could have just
No,
left?
yeah, dude. Like, okay, so like, pulling the curtain back behind the table. Like, these aren't the only writers. Like, this stuff is like happening everywhere, and it's gonna happen. Like, this was gonna happen. You could, there's stuff you can do to like mitigate it, and obviously you guys were successful in that.
Listen.
And yeah.
Listen, I think we need to take a step back and just kind of look at the situation we are in. Maybe we should do some grinding before we fuck with Veyron.
Yeah, maybe
Hey,
not 19. Thanks for the gift
quest
subs.
beforehand.
Hey, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much.
Question
where
on my
was the-
end. What
where the-
is Lester gone too?
Oh man, when Lester finds
Yeah,
out,
where's
it's gonna
where's
suck.
that bird, buddy?
Well, you should have
He's
Sunder's
here.
gonna inherit Lester.
I mean, also
That's-
keep in mind,
that's
Lester is a Bloodhawk. They have 5 HP. So,
Ooh.
yeah.
Probably like in 20 million dexterity though.
Lester, piss him
True,
off.
that's true.
Piss off a god.
Lester just
just
like
claw him in the
instantly
face.
turned
Poke his eye out.
into a fully cooked like turkey, like in a cartoon.
Yeah.
Fucking roasted bloodhawk.
Like full
Jesus
gauntlet
Christ.
style. Like,
Yeah. Like Castlevania, just like a
Yeah.
chicken right there.
Oh no.
My first thought went to fucking Mulan when they like cook the bird of the big.
Oh
bad.
yeah. Yeah, the visual of that fireball going off and then Zeph being the only one standing there. It's just like I can
Kinda
look what I
hot.
can do.
Not gonna lie,
Yeah.
it's kinda hot.
Kind of badass.
We all
fucking
weren't
RP.
unconscious. Jesus Christ. The eyes roll back in Sunder's head.
Yeah,
as
I
he
feel
gets up to hell
sick,
for being-
man.
Yeah, Argentum's had a fucking day, bro.
The
I
walls had a
That-
fucking day, bro.
yeah, banner
We
coming
all
out of
had a
nowhere.
day. Shit.
Revenant banner.
Jeez Louise.
Revenant banner. Someone
You
You
turned
gave me
my
such
other
good
half.
ideas for like
into a
how to.
donut.
You gave me ideas, Jonah, moving forward.
Good.
So
Good.
Yes.
I will
I-
DM
I-
them
I-
to you later.
Please,
I have
please
some
do.
things to talk to you about after this session.
Please do. Please do. I am very excited that finally it was a little sloppy, but like this was how I wanted to pull everybody in together. Like this was the goal was to be like, all right, now everybody is in this game. Like there is no, I don't know why I'm here. Like you know exactly why you're here. Like
All right, fuckers.
yeah,
You
so
just made it
what's
personal
going
for
on.
everybody.
Yeah, I made it 100%, and I even teleported behind you. I did everything right.
Nothing personal.
Nothing
Fuck,
personal.
Fucking personnel.
dude. I
All
feel
right.
like I feel like me and him. I feel like I feel like. Fuck,
You
dude.
guys.
Down, bro.
I feel
You.
I
What
need to
the fuck?
ascend, dude. I need my fucking wings back. I need my wings back. I gotta fucking show this guy who's boss.
You took my
Golly.
other soul, bro. What the fuck?
golly.
Yeah, and
And
you
my
gotta get it
mom's
back.
alive but dying.
my
But what?
You got Shang
Yeah,
Tsung.
yeah.
Should have what?
You got Shang Tsung from Mortal
Mortal
Kombat.
Kombat.
Your soul is mine.
Fucking for real. What the fuck?
But good. Also,
was.
good, like that fucking RP in the beginning of the session was incredible, guys. Way to go. That was really, really cool.
Good.
I just
Yeah, you
sat
guys
back and
killed it.
watched. I cried like 3 times. It was great.
Dude, I was
It's
speechless.
fantastic.
I
I
was
was just
sitting.
feeling the feelings.
Look at this nerd crying at D&D. What a fucking loser.
Oh, did you open that box?
No,
No.
We didn't open that
No.
box, did we?
No.
What's in the
Rats.
box?
Okay.
Box of rats.
Probably something that would have been so helpful against Veyron.
It's
It's
like the
on Argentum's
anti-Veyron
person.
spray. It's actually just
Fucking-
like a raid, like like bug spray.
It's raid. It's just a bunch of bug spray. It's a fumigation like pod, and you just put it
Yeah,
down
and
there and let
on
it
the
go.
label it
Dude.
just says Veyron's face and like an X over it. Oh, would have been handy
Veyron
to have
Veyron.
that.
Now's your time to rob me, right?
It's a raid
Silver,
spray.
Bro.
those darts though. Just saying. God damn.
Bro!
He took the book you gifted me.
I know! He took back my gift!
He's got the
That's
book.
fucked. I'm gonna
Re-gifted,
have things to
re-gifted.
say to that if someone revives my ass.
And just so you guys know, the only reason he has all this information on you is because of that. Is because of the Book of Names and Lives. So
What a bitch.
That's a plot thread.
And now he has
no.
another book to to look
I
at.
felt out of character, intimidated. I didn't know what to say, dude.
Oh, you did great.
Fuck.
Yeah, you did fine.
Hearing Kelly had a hold in him, I was like, I don't know what to do here.
Yeah.
Like all I
Yeah.
can think of is raw emotion. Sunder's most likely crying. Oh,
I didn't like
shit.
Kelly.
Veyron last session. I fucking hate him now.
I don't fuck with this
Good.
bitch. God
Good.
damn.
Fucking this bitch.
He's a dick. He's
I have
taking
no
something from
words.
all of us now.
He literally he took my soul friend. What the fuck?
He took your brain friend, took
He took
Jeff's
my brain
book.
friend and my
He
mom.
took Wall's glaive for a second, which you don't do.
Yeah, he touched Wall's
Fucking
glaive,
took
man.
Kelly from
That's fucked
Thunder.
up.
Now it's extra personal. Reviving, long lost best friend, that's one thing. But touching the glaive, oh. No.
What's with this motherfucker stealing all our best friends and fucking talking about him? What the fuck? That's rude.
Jesus
Rude as
Christ.
shit. You know what? It's just he's just fucking lonely.
It's fucking
know?
personal now. It's personal.
It's personnel, kid.
Exactly.
This was also like fun, pop-up video fact. This whole thing was supposed to take place at a party, like a banquet. And that's what the original, when Camille and Brian and a bunch of other voice actor friends played through the campaign originally. This event, the I Control You Now event, happened at a party, and it was really fucking tense because he's not only
At a
can he kill
party.
us, he can kill everybody in this house. So we should deal with this strategically.
Curiosity, out of curiosity, did the last group and did anyone make a deal with Veyron?
No one made a deal with him.
Yeah,
Pissed
It's
off a
entirely
lot of people though.
But yes, you did piss off a lot of people. I'm gonna say Nate was actually in that session. Our producer. They long story short, they didn't go back and deal with the Driders, so they just hatched and took over the entire city and enslaved everybody.
That's so
And
funny.
it was because they also had a flying mount at some point, and they were flying over the city and looking over, and they're like, well, that's fucked. There's not a whole lot we can do about that. Let's go north and see if we can't deal with the situation.
The story has really
shit.
diverged, huh, from the past playthrough.
Yes, it has.
That's the fun thing about D&D.
Mhm.
Everyone makes good choices. It's so good. Well, just applause, Jonah.
Yeah,
Well,
thank you.
fucking
Thank
done.
you.
Thank you.
Good
And
job.
fucking
This is your
all
campaign,
y'all.
dude. This is
Holy
crazy.
shit. Y'all bringing it. I'm so grateful to be in this fucking campaign with y'all.
I
This is
agree.
amazing.
Good
Absolutely.
shit, gamers.
Thank
Good
you all.
shit,
Thank you.
Good shit,
All right,
everybody.
so to wrap everything up, we are going to discuss what we got coming up. Anybody got anything crazy cool they're working on? Anything that's being released? Anything that's being announced, or et cetera, that you would like the 85 people in chat to know about right now?
Let's go.
I mean, we're striking, so there's
Yeah.
You're
Hey, there's a strike
Announcement.
going on. Play indie games. Support indie
Please.
developers. Try and refrain from playing anything from. If you can go on the SAG-AFTRA website and find a list of the studios that are being struck, and you can also find out what games are produced at those studios online. Very easy through IMDb. Try to strike the games at those studios, and even non-union games are on the table this time. So I know for the layman,
It's
non-union and
big
union are kind of a blurry line, but they'll be able to tell you more online. Please support your indie devs. Speaking of indie devs, I got to announce that I am in Date Everything.
Yeah!
which
Hell
is
yeah.
the
Let's
Lava
go.
Boys dating simulator, which is basically 100 different voice actors as items in a house that you can date, and they all have art, they all have
Date
stories, they all have
everything.
you can date pretty much everything in the house.
Yep.
And it is a very ambitious project, and they are crushing it. They are doing everything by the book, and it's great. So please go support that when that inevitably comes out. I can't say anything more about the character, but the art of them is on my Twitter. If you would like to go see what they look
hot.
like, you could maybe infer what they are, but I can't say too much. And that's coming out soon. So Anybody else
Yeah,
got anything?
Speaking of that game, I'm also working on it. I'm not voice acting in it, but I am working on the back end. So anytime the characters, I'm one of the expressionistas. So I'm working on the back end. So anytime a character changes poses or expressions or emotes in a certain way, I'm one of the people deciding where they emote and things like that.
That's
so
cool.
So I've been
It's
working
a
on
fun
it
job.
as staff, so that's really fun.
Love that.
So support Sassy Chap Games. I love those boys. I'm very grateful to them for bringing me on to do this. It's been a lot of fun. Also, I've announced the shit out of it, and I've been screaming from the rooftops. Y'all know what I'm about.
Yes.
I'm so excited about this. I am the VTuber. I am playing Aoyuki in VTuber Legend. The VTuber anime where she forgets to turn off her stream
We've
and
all
gets
been there.
really where she forgets to turn off her stream, gets shit-faced drunk, and then goes viral. I'm playing the main character, and I'm having the best time. And it is VTuberception. It's VTuber and
Absolutely.
VTuber, and it's so much fun. Episode 2 comes out this weekend. For any confusion, it was not me in the original first episode. That was intended. You'll hear me in episode 1 eventually, blah, 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 uploading stuff, things like that, scheduling, yada, yada, yada. We don't need to go into it. But you will hear me in episode 2 this week. So, hee hee hee. It's been so fun. The whole cast is great. The scripts are fucking impeccable, and it is probably some of the funnest writing I have ever worked on as an actor. So, y'all should check out the dub. It's gonna be a good fucking time.
Hoggers.
Wow, that's
Do
cool.
it. Watch
Amazing.
VTuber
It's
anime.
such a good, it's
Do
such a
it!
good show. Such a good show.
It's so fun.
All right.
You heard
Anybody else have
Hayden's
anything you wanna
tremendous,
plug?
beautiful acting this session. Well,
Whoa.
it's even better in
Yeah.
VTuber anime.
Even more
Insane.
shit-faced.
Let's see. What else? Anybody else?
Anybody else?
yeah.
I don't know. Probably.
I don't
not.
have
That
anything.
it? Okay. Sweet. All right.
I'm
So
a guy on the internet. That's it.
you're just a guy who streams on the internet. We're all people who
Real.
stream on the internet. Go check out our friends. Go check out Juzo. Go check out Grizzly Plays. Go check out Lei Jushan. Go check out Scylla Aria and Ben B Voicing. Go. They all stream.
And be voicing.
They all do this thing. We all play video games. We all hang out. We all read chat. We're great people. I promise.
Oh,
Definitely.
I actually do have one thing to announce. I guess.
Yeah. Go for it, man.
Let's go. I mean, I guess it already happened, but I did a masterclass first like basics lesson for mahjong. So if you ever never played that game and want to learn,
Cool.
Bot is up. And also this weekend I will be foregoing streaming to touch grass. I'm going to
Oh,
get
yeah,
lost in the
brother.
woods
Imagine.
and hopefully not get jumped by bears.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Imagine. Okay,
You're
fantastic.
doing
Yeah, go check out Mahjong with Lei Jushen, who I imagine is very, very good at Mahjong. You got a sick. Do you do hands? You show hands?
Yeah, it's a hand cam stream, and
Fuck
the
yeah.
set that I
Ooh.
got to show off is like this really sleek, like gorgeous, like matte, like glossy black, like mahjong set. It's very modern, very cool. It was gifted to me, so I had to show it off. Yeah, some people in chat have already seen, but it's so gorgeous.
I'll go check it out. That
You
sounds
check it out
cool,
just to
though.
look
I don't
at
know
the
how to play
tile.
Mahjong.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So until next time, we will get together and we're gonna find out when that's gonna be, and then we will let you guys know the week of. So you
Yep.
guys will have plenty of time to plan everything out. But
Hopefully next
until
week.
next time, which is gonna be a doozy of a session. But we have to say, good night, everybody.
Good night,
Good
Good
night,
night,
everybody.
everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Run those credits, baby. Let's see what Zeph's name is this week.